called? Fuck, what is it called, man? A 60% ratio of downvotes to upvotes. Upvotes to downvotes. I knew people were gonna hate it. The comments say that your way of coding is archaic, so I'll stop following you. From now on, I'll be an OOP, solid, max 5-line functions, no comments kind of programmer. Really? Okay, my man, it was nice. It was nice knowing you, bro. Whoops. There you go. Wrong. This guy, like, I need to time this guy out. Like, absolutely not. Pussy? What the fuck? Maybe copyrighted music, but then you're missing part of the meme when you're a C programmer. It's gonna be copyrighted and I'm gonna lose my, like, okay, whatever. I shot myself in the foot again, and I can't feel anything. I'm waiting for the falling. I just can't laugh. I took yesterday's reaction to like the C++ video and I watched it again and I didn't laugh either. I just can't laugh to these. Shooting yourself in the foot. Cakes. Chat and Cakes pair programming. What the fuck? Cakes is the blood. Shut the fuck up. Okay, bro. Absolutely not. Okay, if anything, your guys' ideas are dog shit. Okay? Like 80% of the time. Hey, Cakes, watch this video, Cakes. Hey, Cakes, there's a video on how to make music. And then there's some guy where you have to spend $500 on first to get these applications in order to make the exact same thing as he did. And then he doesn't explain anything. Just wasting my time. When you open up all this, oh god, yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't even want to click on this. What the fuck? It's not an old lady getting injured, so no. Oh, okay, so you're turning me finding it funny when someone falls down to me finding it funny when an old lady falls down and gets injured. You see how you take a narrative, transform it your way, and then put it out there as like the truth of all things so that you make me look worse than I actually am. Good job, bro. Really good job. Goodness, it's the truth though? Yeah, sure. Like I was gonna laugh at some old lady getting hurt. Okay, back to your game. Are you expecting to make soundtracks for your game too? Holy shit, the fucking Skyrim sounds. What's going on here, bro? I don't know. Like, so listen. So here's the deal. Come on, Evo is here. Search for Evo. Evo. Not event log. User. No. Oh, the person. The person Evo. I know he's called Evo. Wait a minute. Like this. Discord is so dog shit. I hate it. I hate it. Because there's a person called Evo. And I know he's called Evo. But I only remember the first 3 letters. And they can't find him because they're dog shit. So now I have to go through my DMs to find him. Because they don't know how to search. Evo Longia. So, Evo Longia, essentially. So my point was that Evo Longia, this guy! Search from, no, it's supposed to be happen like this. This guy right here. Okay, he vanished. He's gone. However, he made these. You hear that? And I contacted him. I asked him, well, bro. Shut up for a second. He made really good songs, and he said he made them in like a couple of, like 1 or 2 hours, essentially. So really fast. So I actually asked him if he would like to make songs for me. Like I would even try to pay him, you know. I would even give him money for it. Like maybe I could only afford a song a month, but you know, like 10 months, that's 10 songs, right? So, but he never replied. I think he's gone. Unfortunately. So like, yeah. And the other songs that I got from other people, they were nice, but not on that level, right? If you get the practice of it, you can come up with good beats quite fast. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, listen. See, like he came here towards the end of last year, unfortunately. Of course, they might need interaction and polish like anything else. Iteration, yeah. Cakez, could you open up client HTML in the browser? Is there also a connection error? Okay, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try. I don't like this song, bro. Pisses me off. Shitty cyberpunk song, sorry. So no, annoying song. I don't like the noise. But Zio, why is the song playing when I joined the stream already crying? Oh, you already cry because it's a good song for you. Did I just ruin it for you? Oh my god. This guy comes in here, has the strange feelings, and then he gets shit off. I'm sorry, bro. Oh man, good morning. Hello, Mr. Almeida. You haven't watched Edge Runners, have you? No, it's okay. Yikes. Oof, crushed his dreams. Alright, let's see. You haven't watched Edge Runners, have you? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. Client HTML. Yeah, connection error for like a second. I get a connection error for like a second. What? Hello, my most favorite co-working indie developer. My man, good morning. Are you a co-working or are you an indie developer too? Damn. Guys, so hear me out. I have a problem. Okay? I have a problem. I want to write this guy, right? I would have done it already. However, I have a problem. How can I write him if I haven't played his game? I can't do that. There he is. Good morning. Hey, Retro Maximus. Good morning, sir. This is a very good and calm stream to co-work to, Kappa. I'm not sure why you're writing Kappa, but yes, it is, of course. Yeah. I'm actually a web developer, but make a game myself. I watch your stream next to working for motivation. That's exactly what you should be doing, bro. Don't quit your job. Keep doing your job, you know. Spend the money that you have left over, maybe, on the game, you know, to help you out with. Maybe you find some people that, you know, stay with you, you know, for maybe like a lower price. And then you can continue working on your dream game. That is the GigaChat way and the right way to do it. True. True. Really GigaChat, bro. I wish you good luck. React to the trailer and that's enough for you, usually? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You don't even know what I'm talking about. This guy needs a warning. This guy right here needs a warning. Sir. Yeah, this guy is definitely toxic. Challenge, search an old lady falling and don't laugh. I'm not gonna do that, okay? So, so, you have been too negative lately. Be careful. This is your first warning. Better yourself. Okay. Mortim, shut the fuck up, bitch. You wanna get warned too? I would give this sub to Iffy if he hadn't had one. Okay, bro. Thanks, Kate. That's my idea. Haha, I'm almost done with the game. Showed it to you a year ago. You did? You wanna show it again? Because I forgot. Toxic community, yeah, right? Red aside, these guys are fucking toxic, man. Like, look at the Shade 11 guy following again. Like, I should actually ban this guy. What did he do? What he did, he was toxic. He was negative. And he spread lies. So yeah, guys, what should I do? Like, I need to play the game, but it's a long game, right? Animal will. How long to beat? And I want to enjoy the game, right? Average, main plus extras, 10 hours. Hello, Mr. Cakez. Hope you're well. Yeah, thank you, Ramis. Thanks for asking. I'm well. Thanks, bro. The game is multiple layers. Yeah, I heard that. It's about 10 hours, guys. Why do you want to write him? I want to ask him if I could make an interview with him, ask him questions about how he made the game, because I'm really interested in the development process, especially when it comes to C++ and, you know, what issues he encountered and, you know, maybe what, how his experience was before he went into making the game and like stuff like that I just really want to know. How did he manage the money? He stayed in his job. How long did he stay in his job? You know, what did he do? Like, how much time did he spend on the game each day? Were there days when he just wouldn't want to work on the game at all? Buy it, play it, refund it, right? No. See, like, be honest with him, tell him you haven't played, but you want to know more about the dev story. Yeah, but I can't ask him specific questions about the game if I didn't play the game, bro. Like, I can't just ask him about the dev story. I also would need to know, like, well, how did you do this particular effect? Like, how did you come up with this, right? So, no, I think I should have played it before I write him. You know? You should at least play his game. That's exactly what I thought. Just saw any game dev movie recently. Dramatized, of course, but it's still a very nice documentary. I didn't watch that yet, actually. Any game, the movie. I didn't watch it yet. Like, is it really that... Like, what does it do? Don't forget to double these averages for your expected playtime. Shut the fuck up. Look at this guy, man. Is this your first message today? What is wrong with him? Do we need to... Like, look how Aizen, you know, came in here being so nice, never got timed out for being absolutely toxic. Uh-huh. Pokeball. Mm-hmm. What happened to the tablet? Well, the tablet is great. I just, like, it's below the computer. Okay, I'll let it slide for now. Indie Game Dev, the movie, is actually a pretty nice documentary. Also love the no clip docs. Asian toxic, yeah. Cakez, you walled him. What did I wall him? What? I didn't wall anyone. Huh? What are you talking about? What's the plan? To What's with these guys? So yeah, The thing is, Elden Ring comes out. That's the issue. Like, do I wait after Elden Ring? How do I do this? You know? This is the game. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry, man. Yes, of course. I wanted to look at the game. Super Cave Boy. Is it the black and white one? Hell yeah, bro. Oh, is it? It's not no longer black and white. Is it? Wait, wasn't it? Wait, did you post-process these effects? Or are they real? What is it? Was it going up with Steam here? Is that post-processing happening? Interesting. Cool. Wait a minute. Is this you doing or is it the game? It's not completely black and white. Shit, man. So, what do you do in the game? Oh, it's loud. Holy shit, that's loud, bro. I think it's too loud. Holy shit, look how far down I am. With the music volume. Oh, you can rewind, just like in Jonathan Blow. I like your art style because it's simple. It's inspired by Downwell. Okay. I think the intro is a bit slow. Eh? Wait, you can only climb up these white rocks? Dude, this guy got inspired by Downwell and made a really good looking game. I think this looks really good because it works. Really nice. Cool idea. How did you write it? What language is this written in? Lol. Oh. Lol. Okay. Oh lol. Ooh. But isn't this a bit too easy? Okay. Oh god, Cakez gonna give you a warning for that? I used Godot? No, I don't give him a warning for that if he can work with this. It's great. Cool. Very nice. It gets very difficult later. Cave boy. Cool. Very nice. How many wish lists do you have, or do you not want to talk about it? I think you didn't want to talk about the wish lists, right? Right? Very nice. Are you working alone or with a publisher? I can tell you. Wait a second. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, guys, this is the game that MG, or is it Mijdex? How do I say your name? Mijdex? 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 I'm working with a childhood friend of mine. Is that why the character is blonde? The last one? Mijdex. Okay. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. So you have languages English only, but like how much really is there in the game, right? That what I don't understand is why do you post-process these so much here? Like I think the game in the trailer looks much cooler than these images. Maybe I'm wrong. But this doesn't look like the game in the trailer at all. Like if I take any image, I don't understand. Maybe I'm wrong though, but that's just what I feel like. It's different. Is this like real in the game or is this post-processed? Guys, what are we listening to? What is this? It's like hard metal or something? In the morning? Cakez, how old is your mom? Why do you want to know that, bitch? What is this question? How about, hey Cakez, how are you doing? Good morning. My man. How about fuck you, bitch? Not telling. Is this hard metal? Lol, SMH, you're right. Right? Cringe. No, he's just blonde because I like the color composition. I see. Why do you want to know that, bitch? It's kinda rude. She's your mom. Shut the fuck up. Does it say calling a Rusius, really? Currently I have close to 200 wish lists, so it's not much, but we do it for fun and to make a fun game. Interesting. Maybe because it's Metroidvania? Sales are nice to have for us right now. Next game should be profitable, I guess. Oh, that's a really good mindset you have. Really good mindset. How long have you guys been working on this? Do you feel envy other devs manage to complete at least one game?
No, you dumbo. Because I'm working on my game as we speak. If I were to quit, then I would be envy, yeah.
But I'm not. Almost 2 years. Look at these guys. Do you feel envy? No, I don't. Rebel Decibel, I do not. Do you envy the obesity simulator? No, but yeah, you're right. Good morning. How are you, Ace and Lolboy, Mr. Almeida and Super? Shut the fuck up. 7 years for cakes, you're wrong. You're wrong. Anyways, guys, so that's the dilemma I have. I would love to write him, but I can't write him. I think I'm missing the opportunity if I write him before I play the game. You know. Surely you have some envy of Mountain Game? No, I think it's awesome. I don't envy them at all. If anything, it makes me want to make a Mountain Game, that's all. Cakes the Pinocchio of... Shut the fuck. Cringe. Fucking cringe, man. Okay, right. Okay, guys. I want to start with a react. I have a playlist. Watch later.
Video games have come a long...
I have some interesting stuff. So we could watch The Art of Game Optimization. Why 96% of indie games fail. How I would approach game dev if I had to start over. Maybe that, game engine built for optimization, but I'm more leaning towards the latter three. Maybe that too, but those three, one of the three. I think I want to watch this, why 96% of indie games fail. Because that's probably going to be us. Let's face it. I mean, I hope not, but you know. One in a poll. Just maybe you learn by failing. Yeah, right. I love Animal World secrets and exploration. Yeah. I want to know that too. You know, I want to get to play that game too. I would have to literally do a stream where I only play Animal Well in order to be able to achieve that. And that would have to be like a 10-hour stream. And I don't know if I have the time for that. Maybe I have the time for that like tomorrow. Let me check. But, man. I can't even afford it, so. I guess we have to wait, guys. Next month. Next month could be the month when we can play it. Let me check here. Because there seems to be no... Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alles klar. Gut. Takeaway from your comments are to remove the CRT filter. Like, I guess my biggest takeaway. Like, Mishdux, yeah, I couldn't play the game yet, right? So I can't give you more, right? Where is that? Is it still on here or did I close it? I closed it, right?
Why did this?
How do I do this, by the way? I'm gonna check something here. Shouldn't it show me the thumbnail here? Very nice. There we go. I can't concentrate with this music. Just give me a second. It doesn't really fit right now. Yeah, so I think that the filter, if it's not exactly like in the game, just gives a false impression of how the game really is. And I, for myself, feel like your game should stand on its own. And I think since your game is so familiar, familiar to Downwell, well, why not just copy what they did in their thumbnails, right? And in their intro. You don't have exactly what they have, but you told me that, right, that you're inspired by them. Well, why not just take a look at what they display in the images? And you can see they don't display anything differently than the trailer, right? And also, one thing maybe from your trailer that I noticed is the action begins very late, the intro is very slow, and that might give the impression of a slow game, while the trailer of your game speeds up over time. The first initial seconds are what counts the most. This is where you want to show as much as possible, or not as much as possible, but you don't want to be slow. Unless you're making a slow game, of course, right? Then you show that feeling first. But yeah. He still hasn't released. Maybe he will change pics later. Yeah, no. Like, we're talking about this right now. Right? Yeah, I agree with the trailer. Yeah, Real Super Cool agrees with that too. Yeah. Anyways, so, like, yeah, other than that, I can't really take away much from the game because I haven't played it, right? So far, it looks nice. It's inspired by Downwell, of course, which is not a bad thing, right? So maybe you can get to 100 reviews. Maybe, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea because I don't know how it plays and feels, right? Very good critics. I make a trailer next that it's a bit that's a bit faster to the point. Yeah, maybe you can be inspired by Downwell, right? But you know the game. Cakez, perhaps content for a shot if you haven't reacted to this post yet. What is that? What is this? Wait, so that is for Steam. The reason Next Fest isn't helping you is probably because your game looks like a child made it. Okay, bro. I've seen a lot of posts lately about people talking about their Next Fest or Summer Steam event experiences. The vast majority of people saying it does nothing. When I look at their game, it legitimately looks worse than the Flash games people were making when I was in middle school. This image is one of the top games on a top post right now. Name removed. There's no way. About someone saying Next Fest has done nothing for them despite 500,000 impressions. This just looks awful. Yeah, it does. It's not unique. And it's not unique. 80% of the games I see linked in here look like they have absolutely zero visual effort. You can't put out this level of quality and then complain about lack of interest. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way, man. Like, do people not reflect on themselves at all? Indie devs get a bad rap because people are just churning out asset flips or low-effort garbage like this and expecting people to pay money for it. Edit. I'm glad this thread gains some traction. Hopefully this is a wake-up call to all of you devs out there making games that look like shit and actually put some effort into your visuals. I think this might be a hot take. If the game looks like that, that's absolutely atrociously bad. But if you spend a little bit more time and the gameplay is actually really, really good, Maybe, but this is just, yeah, this is just the fucking asset flip. It's insane. It's probably the same hut as well. Goodness. Short farming, no, that's actually true. Like, bro. Perhaps content for short. Yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it, bro. YouTube is based as always. Yo, what's up? Yo, we code Minecraft already? Can we code Minecraft in J already? So in my title, brother, Scatter MC. In my title it says
C++ game development and programming. Where do you see Minecraft in J, brother?
Coming in here without even saying hello, you know, proper greeting, but fordern in English. Fuck, it's destroyed because I'm not good at English. Fuck. Fordern. Englisch. Nicht fördern. Fordern. Demanding something. What do you think you're doing, bro? You gotta be more respectful. Okay? And nice. Polite. And now YouTube stalling the React with some Reddit React. Classic staller. Shut up. Fordering something. Okay. Inukai already typing something. 40 minutes and we just watched a trailer and read a Reddit post. Yeah, and we talked about a game, you fucking dumbass. See? Like, so I'm, you know, here helping out a fellow person, game developer, to make a better game. And all you guys have to say, oh, this guy's just stalling. See, like, I'm not the toxic one, you guys are. I was actually trying to help him. But no. Alright, guys, but it's time. Cool post. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't want to be mean or overgeneralize, but a lot of time this sub feels like programmers wanting to make cool mechanics rather than people who want to make a game. A lot of how do I get the art as cheap as possible, or my text-based game using free assets isn't getting impressions. I think a lot of people just don't get that no one will buy your game because you got a well-refactored code base. Neat mechanics can sell games, but they won't draw people in. That's true, actually. So that's true. So here's what you need to do. If you want to get assets, you do this. You do what they do. Is the Steam page here somewhere, please? Thank you. You do what they do. People complain about it being an asset flip. It is. But it looks really good. It's an asset flip, guys. This is an asset flip. But does it look bad? Does this look bad to you? No, it doesn't. Because it doesn't need to be looking bad when you do an asset flip. You still gotta spend time and effort to make it look good. If you do this, yeah, of course. That's dog shit. That sucks. You shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can do that. No assets created at all. Just taken away from somewhere in the internet. That's fine. Right? It just lacks grass. No, this is perfect. This looks really good, actually. That looks awesome, too. So, the lessons here is spend time on your visuals as well. If, like, any game can have a particular art style. You need to develop that art style. Whether you take assets from someone, make them yourself, or your grandma gifts you something, it doesn't matter. Needs to look coherent and have, like, some sort of appeal. Don't think asset flip applies to a full game where someone actually did game design and all the work you need to do for a game. Just purchased assets doesn't mean asset flip to me. True, he still had to place them. He still had to design the rooms. He still had to think about certain mechanics that involve these assets. 100%. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You know, I agree. Because you can see they spent a lot of time and effort with this. Because there's so much more that goes into making games than just placing certain assets, right? 100%. Take levels from balloons like Cakez. The level that I have in my game will be replaced. It will be completely gone. Right now we're using it to debug the game. And maybe this level will be in a different version somewhere else. Maybe a different tile set as like a bonus level. You know, but it's art direction. Yeah, Code and Agree, you're right, yeah. Or grandma in heaven, please send me an asset pack to use in my game. True, exactly. 100%, bro. A lot of Unity horror games are asset flips as long as the game quality is good and unique and never care. Yeah, most people will not care and won't even recognize if it's done very well, exactly. But yeah, I mean, people create this. That's what we're talking about here. That's not really good, bruh. Please, this is boring. Oh, I'm gonna remove this guy now. Wonder what happens. Aha! Cakez, OpenGL Tower Defense Game Programming. Aha! Oh, let me remove this guy.
What did you say, bro? I can't reach. It says message deleted.
This is true. Some asset flips can look visually good. This is the Bloons asset flip with tangerines as characters for... Oh, you said my game looks good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it a lot. This guy said my game looks good. Inukai actually gave me... He said my game looks good. Dislike the mechanics, the code and you, but the art is good enough. Nice. The first 3 solo dev used all assets and he retextured them all so it looks very cohesive. The first 3. Wait, the first 3? Whoops. Yeah, maybe I should spell correctly, right? Oh, he used all asset flips. Interesting. Retextured them. We watched a devlog from him. Lol, wait a minute. So I'm confused now. Didn't this guy make 250,000... Didn't this guy sell 250,000 copies? Or didn't he make 250,000 USD? Didn't he make that much money? That's 4,000 reviews? I mean, 4,000 is a lot. Yeah, you're right. True. Did he make another game? No, that's his only game. And then that one, yeah. How much did it? 500 reviews. That's still a lot. Yeah. Very cool. All right, guys, it's time. It's time. Fine. So you guys wanted to see the why 96% of indie games fail. Okay, let me chug some water and then we go. Holy stalling. Shh, 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 shh. We are 40 minutes in Genussnymphikus. 40 minutes. Not 50. 40. 40. 40. Okay? 47, closer to 50. Oh, I was looking at YouTube chat, right? Oops. Shut the fuck up, collector of stuff. Stop complaining. Only one person in every 25 people leave a review on average. Lol, bro, and yet I see you here every time I catch a stream. Inuka chatting away, I think you're telling stories. Anyways, guys, so... Right, we can don't stop believing. We can listen to that later. Okay, so sell your game. Why 96% of indie games fail. Very interesting. 4 months ago. Let's see what this guy has to say. Will we fail, guys? We're making a tower defense game that is inspired by balloons. Tower defense games, according to Steam statistics, the tech statistics, isn't a very good game to make. Unfortunately. Let's see.
Why did this game fail? Or this one? Or this one? It feels like a toss-up if you make an indie title. You have no idea where the dice will fall.
I don't think so.
It worse when you realize only 4% of games will turn a profit. Talk about some
That's
bad
us.
odds. But some succeed, right? So why can't I? That's the age-old question. There has to be some method to the madness, some secret sauce that gets games to fly off the shelf.
I have it.
As Benjamin Anderson puts it, if you are looking for an indie dev game guru with a secret ingredient, silver bullet, or some simple trick to becoming a successful game developer, then you're in the wrong place.
Make a
However,
good
there
game.
are tried and true business processes that, when followed, can drastically decrease the likelihood of failure. Basic steps to make sure any indie game has potential to succeed. And it starts with changing your passion. The first problem indie developers run into is they focus too much on an idea. A passion project usually modeled after...
What do you mean? Hey? I thought it would be the first mistake would be to focus on money. Like, if you have a passion, like, wouldn't that make sense? If you have a passion for a project, you can feel the love. Okay, let him cook. Okay, fine. We're letting him cook.
These developers start strong, and their dream game drives them forward. But then they hit a few bumps in the road. These developers realize coding is hard, or they realize they aren't that artistic, or their music isn't great. Whatever it is, the feeling of inadequacy kicks in.
Oh, I think his point is to make the passion take that big thing, and like make it a bit smaller, right? So that you have like still the passion, but you make a smaller scope. Maybe that's his point.
And these once passionate developers struggle with imposter syndrome, feeling like they can't do it or that game development isn't for them. Even the developers that do finish their games often put their passion in the wrong place, because when their game hits the store and it doesn't sell, they give up.
Holy shit, Dutch! Mostly negative. Okay. Dutch. Why? Oh, man. Didn't we see a trailer of this? Oh, God. Why? What is going on here? It doesn't fit, man. Doesn't fit, bro. Imposter syndrome? Trash? Piece of trash? Wait, why is it only positive reviews showing here? Most helpful reviews. Hey! Love the game? While it's still in early access, the devs are really taking notes on what the community wants. Once you get the lay of the map, playing other side gets really fun. I don't think so, bro. Paid reviewers. Yeah, I think these are actually paid reviewers. Okay, the idea of the game is good, but there's some stuff that needs to get better. The mechanic of the game is uncomfortable. So that brings us back to tedious. I actually had a comment on YouTube about the coyote time telling me that these mechanics make the game easier and that tedious mechanics can make the game good. No. Tedious is tedious. People hate tedious. They hate it. If you're the one person out of a million that likes tedious, the majority of people hate tedious. Okay, you still have to make a game that fits somewhat of an audience. Unless you want to have like 2 sales, that's fine. But don't go and take your opinion and then project that onto others. That's not how it works, man. Camera's so bad, when someone is too close to you, the camera starts shaking or going close and far. You can see through the other player's yourself body. Oh god, the UI is ugly and confusing a little bit. And is this like a new way of saying when? When it's your first time playing, it's not easy to find out what to do. The maximum time per task is not enough. It should be increased. When you don't know what to do. What is WN? When, right? Who likes tedious? Yeah, right? When you don't know what to do, I think you should at least choose... Okay, holy moly. Nice idea, does not look bad either. It has potential, but the lack of optimization and the amount of glitches are insane. You can get bored so easily in this game. There's no scary moment jump scare. For me at least. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Dirge. I remember this being advertised a lot. And people said this was gonna be bad. Weren't people hyped for... Oh god. I've seen enough. Okay, I've seen enough. Okay. Yeah? What's with this crazy Rengoku theme music? Holy shit. That's in the trailer. Yeah, that is in the trailer. That's the point. It looks shit. And it's in the trailer. That's the point. There's no feedback at all. Just poof. It's like me as a kid taking... That's my point too, yeah. Yeah, I see. I thought you were talking... Yeah, that's bad, right? The beard? What's wrong with the beard? Huh? You have a problem with his beard, bro? Hey! Cakez, you should... I think you should grow a stash like this for the content. Absolutely not. I'm not the person to grow something like that.
Are a failure. This mentality is the reason why 75% of developers on Steam have only released one game. For the amount of time it takes to make a game and learn the skills to do it, you think more developers would take what they learned and try again. But they don't. Because the majority of developers...
Hey, don't show Randy! He's working hard on his game, okay, bro? Hey! He's working hard, right? Rando? Mr. Rando? Hey, like YouTube, you're supposed to show me Randy. My god. Okay, game. Dev. He always gets fucked up by other people's names. See, streamed 4 weeks ago. 7 days till demo release. Crunk time. Did he release his demo? Did he actually? Why is it not shown here, bro? Bro, why you not show that? It's gotta be here, right?
Yeah, it's a very...
The Steam link. Why does he not have... Eh? Why is he not linking the demo? Guys. Live. We're gonna figure this out 4 weeks ago. Why is he not linking his demo? What is it called, guys? What is this game called? Is it not on Steam? His game looks better? Yeah, his game looks really good. Can we see something? Making it hard to find the game is the first problem. He doesn't want you yoinking it. Shut the fuck up. I just want to see... Like, okay, fine. I don't know his name, unfortunately. I don't know the name of the game. Maybe he doesn't have a name yet. Does anyone of you know? He doesn't want you render docking yet? Fair point. Last video 1 year ago? No, that's not true. He made a video like literally a couple of months ago. You're wrong. So he's still working on the game. Yeah, well, okay, one month ago. Wait, 4 weeks ago? Let me see. Live? Yeah, see, 4 weeks ago. Hey there, just wanted to drop in and send some positive vibes your way. Thank you, man. Hope the stream goes great. Hey, thank you, Cakez. I warned this guy yesterday and he's so nice now. Didn't we warn him? Thank you, bro. Look at this guy. The warning worked. Didn't we warn him? Yeah. So behave yourself, my man. Steam powered, there it is, you found it. AQ, thank you. So this is Randy's game. Oh, Arcania, right. Is the demo out? The demo is out. See? So it is out now, guys. So he's still going strong on the game. He's still working hard. Really nice. So this guy's wrong, okay? Don't shit on Randy, okay, bro? Like, Randy is doing great. I think. Let's play it.
Passion for what they are creating. Sadly, putting their heart and soul into something that will never see the light of day.
You can't say that, bro.
Failure stems from having your priorities in the wrong place.
He just said they didn't see the light of day. Should I rewind? All right, I'm gonna rewind.
Development isn't for them. Even the developers that do finish their games often put their passion in the wrong place. Because when their game hits the store and it doesn't sell, they give up, believing they are a failure. This mentality is the reason why 75% of developers on Steam have only released one game. For the amount of time it takes to make a game and learn the skills to do it, you'd think more developers would take what they learned and try again. But they don't. Because the majority of developers lose the passion for what they are creating.
Lose the passion.
Sadly putting their heart and soul into something that will never see the light of day.
Never see the light of day. So am I hearing it wrong? So, okay, you're right. Okay.
Stems from having your priorities in the wrong place. Don't put your passion in an idea.
Cakez, by the way, wrong, absolutely wrong, bitch. I'm still working on my game. Okay, I just can't work on the weekends right now because I'm gonna have a baby, you bitch. Okay, and I'm not earning enough money to keep on doing this. Okay,
that is the only fucking reason, you dumb fucking idiot. Okay, you stupid moron.
Okay.
Of creation, have passion for building, making, testing. These are the elements you should learn to love when you are building games or anything really. My favorite example of this mentality was John Romero and id Software, the creators of Doom. These guys were animals back in the day. John Romero stated in his book that Carmack, Tom, and I had each been making games for 10 years before we started working together.
Damn.
It was another few years before we made Doom, and that was my 90th game. It's incredible that John made 90 games before working on Doom.
That's really cool, yeah.
More interesting.
But hey, we made a couple of games too, right? We made Vampire Survivors in C++, Vampire Survivors in Godot. We made Celeste Clone in C++ and in Godot. We made Tower Survivors, but we didn't finish it.
Is that it took almost 15 years before John and his team found global success. So when asked about his success, John Romero said this: execution is everything. Success is not defined by an idea. It is determined by your ability to execute on that idea.
Okay.
Give yourself time to get good, and don't be dissuaded by setbacks. Game development is like gameplay. Load your save and try again.
Yeah,
so the first step is to change.
See, you know,
passion.
guys, what loading your save means? You know what that means? Changing from Vulkan to OpenGL because it's easier. For example, that's me reloading a save. Basically swapping out the renderer. That took me a couple of months, but we got through it. We never quit. That was the hardest time in my game development journey. Or reworking the entire engine. That was also very hard.
Be excited about the game you are making, for sure, but be more excited about the process of making games. To quote The Way of Kings, one of my favorite books of all time.
Now I can't use engines
before destination.
Unfortunately.
But like every journey, you need to know where you are going. And in the context of indie development, you need to know who's going to buy and play your game. So often developers focus on what they want or even what their close few friends want, and not what the majority of others want. Making something reminiscent to Homer's car in The Simpsons with the bubble and...
See, so this is the reason why I went from MMORPG controls in my game to automatic abilities. Unable to start? Why? Start. Hey, what do you mean? Build, bro. Oh, I see. Nice presentation. Yeah. We did the stack trace yesterday and found out that, what is it called again, guys? Chrono takes up more than half of the compilation time of the executable. Turns it from from 2 seconds, from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds. So we need to get rid of Chrono today, by the way, guys, in order to decrease our compilation time. Wonder why we get an access violation now. Well, I guess I can't show you guys. For some reason, I get an access violation. That makes no sense. We didn't get that yesterday. Hey? Here? On count? Null pointer? Wait a minute. I accidentally put a draw elements in here to test, lol. Yeah, this was from Minecraft and J. Why get rid of Chrono? Why not use PCH? Yeah, I think PCH is what we're gonna use. Yeah. Now I put that here yesterday because Minecraft and J, or J, the language, doesn't have any IntelliSense. So essentially it was the inspiration for this. Abilities right here. Well, this guy has to get an ability first, right? Because you unlock them. But essentially it was the inspiration to autocast, to no longer autocast these abilities in an MMORPG style or in a MOBA style, but let these units autocast the abilities themselves. And that made the game turn more into a tower defense game rather than I click on a hero, use the ability, click on a hero, use the ability, click on a hero, use the ability. So basically, before what you had to do was this. Right, if you had 5 units using this ability, you would have to click on all of these and then manually use that ability. Now they just use it themselves. They just use it whenever it's off cooldown. And so that improved my game a lot. And I did that not because I really wanted that, but because that was needed so that the average player would enjoy the game much more. Yeah. It only makes sense. We should pause though. We should pause.
Horns and all the other weird bells and whistles. I'll say the same thing I've said to hundreds of others I've consulted. What someone should have said to Homer and his half-brother when they were making
He's consulting, okay, maybe like would be okay.
this car. Stop building and go talk to people. This is the second step to avoiding Homer level of failure and should be done before you ever write a single line of code. Take your ideas to players. See what they like, but also what they don't like. Get feedback. Don't follow the advice
did the Stardew Valley creator
but also what they
or go for a quick turner via your butchering knife? Eh, that's just someone enjoying the game. Eh?
don't like. Get feedback. Don't follow the advice of those that say, if Ford had asked people what they wanted, they would have asked for a faster horse, not a car. I hate that quote. I can promise you Ford talked to people. And when he heard them say they wanted a faster horse, he was smart enough to read between the lines and understand that they wanted to travel faster. Do the same. Listen to what people have to say. Not just the words, but the feelings. This will give you so many ideas and help you create something you never thought possible. Don't assume that you know better than others. I made this mistake with my first company I started, an edtech company called SpeechCloud. I made all sorts of assumptions about my market, and because I didn't validate these assumptions, I ended up crashing and burning and having to pivot. I was too hot-headed, thinking I knew best, and I was too lazy to get out of the house and talk to people. The BattleBit team also made this mistake. They were so focused on creating a squad-like game, not realizing the community didn't want what they were making. And because they didn't validate and listen to players, it cost them years of development.
The legacy version of BattleBit was completely hardcore, and it somewhat failed back then because there was no audience for an extreme hardcore blocky game. And then we made it more casual.
Realize you don't know what
hardcore blocky game. What does that mean? It would have been cool to see an example of this. Why do people always talk in generalistics? I hate that. What does he mean, hardcore? Hard to play? Yeah, maybe simple graphics, but it looks exactly the same. You just show graphics. Okay, so this is what it looks like, right? Now, what it looked like back then, right? And this is what it looks like now. He said it was hardcore, BattleBit remastered, right? So, I'm sorry, but it looks almost the same. What are you talking about? Maybe there's a little bit more color there, but that's not the only change. There's no way this is the only change. He says hardcore means gameplay, exactly, not graphics. So what does that mean? What does that entail? I hate when people just toss out generalistic things. What was the game? What made the game hardcore? Like, this is why so many YouTube videos, I'm sorry, I don't want to bash on this, but we watch this a lot, right? We watch these a lot. Why don't they go in to specifics so then people can actually learn what exactly was too overdone, right? What did they learn? You know, it was too hardcore. What does that mean? He said BattleBit. Let's see.
People. The BattleBit team also made this mistake. They were so focused on creating a squad-like game, not
a squad-like game,
realizing the community didn't want what they were making. And because they didn't validate and listen to players, it cost them years of development.
The legacy version of BattleBit was completely hardcore, and it somewhat failed back then because there was no audience for an extreme hardcore blocky game. And then we made it more casual.
Realize you don't know what people want and just ask. Don't take everything to heart.
Do you guys have the original video, like the interview? Do you guys know where to find that?
As much as you can. This will help you avoid the huge pitfalls when you're in the middle of development, thinking you have something cool, and then you launch your game and oh brother, this guy stinks! But even then, how do you know this dude yelling in the back is actually someone you should be listening to? How do you know you are talking to the right people? Oftentimes we solicit feedback from individuals that will never...
Steam powered squad? No, is that the intro? Not the intro. Is that the squad-like game? I appreciate it, Tangy Burn, but I'm looking for the interview. This is squad. Okay. Very positive. Okay. Squad-like game. Okay. The squad is a tactical FPS that provides authentic combat experience through teamwork, communication, and realistic combat. It bridges the gap between arcade shooter and military realism with 100 player battles, combined arms warfare, and base building. Aha, so it's very realistic. I guess the hardcore players also take graphics into account. Yeah, that could be it. You're right. Potentially. Yeah. Casual equals Call of Duty, Battlefield, hardcore equals Tarkov squads. They did with BattleBit was make it more like Battlefield. Yeah, I know. But I wonder what that actually means in terms of specifics. So, for example, what I mean by specifics is this, right? It's too much, guys. It's too much. Specifics is this. You, as a person, get shot in the arm. Now you have an arm injury that needs to be healed by something. Maybe a band-aid, or you have to do some other thing that's realistic. Now, that could be, in BattleBit, something that was bad. You know? I don't know that. I don't know what they mean by more casual hardcore. So that is what I envision. But is that true or not? I don't know. So, you know, and if someone wants to make a game like that, when they hear these generalistic terms, and Remaka, thank you very much for subscribing, bro. I really appreciate it. That's what I mean. Piss on the wood will be fine. So that's the idea of why I'm asking for specifics, because you don't learn anything from this generalistic standpoint if you don't know exactly what they're talking about. More health, simpler mechanics around damage, less damage mechanics for guns. Less mechanics, simpler loadouts, less guns. Aha, I see. Yeah, would be more health. Okay, so you die faster in these realistic games. Aha. So that's one point. That would have been cool in the video, because then it provides actual knowledge, and then you can suck up this knowledge and like remember, aha, so they tried this, that didn't work for them. Interesting, right? I find this, yeah, cool. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, let's continue. We're getting through this very slowly.
Ever play our game. Talking to the guy that hates JRPGs about our JRPG.
Nah, that's wrong.
We just have to do 27 more potato side quests so that my guy can swim 3% faster.
To find the right player base, you need to research your market. Specifically, research the genre you are entering. This information will be your foundation to help you determine how to build your game, and is the third step to avoiding failure.
Why not do market research while you're building your game? I mean, well, okay, I understand before, but like, maybe I'm wrong on this, right? Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm a person that needs to get into the action, and the longer I wait, the more anxious I get and sad I get. Like, for example, before I started streaming, I needed to wait a week because I was scared that before, like, you have to create like this small company in order to be able to stream and earn money and, you know, get money from YouTube, even if you don't earn money yet. And you could potentially be held liable if you don't do that. And so I was very afraid of that happening. So I think I had to wait like 1 or 1.5 weeks before I could start streaming. And every single day I felt worse and worse and worse before I could start streaming, because it was like, I want to start already, but I can't. was you need an actual company to stream. You need an actual company to earn side money or self-earned money. So, for example, if you make a YouTube video, it blows up, it earns you $1,000, $2,000 or euros, then in Germany, you need a company for that says that you are self-employed to pay tax and stuff like that. Yeah, if you don't earn enough, you don't have to pay tax, but that's just how it is, right? So I had to wait, essentially. And so this, to me, feels like, oh, I need to research the market before I start. That, to me, feels like waiting, too. And I can only speak from my own experience. That feels like, oh, I just want to start, but I can't. But maybe do this throughout, like the entire time. Start, but also do market research. Start it from the very beginning. Just like if you want to do art, you can't pay someone for art. Start with the art at the very beginning. Don't wait for it. Do it throughout. You will learn art while making the game. Is that even for like 10 euros a month? Yeah. Something like that too.
Know your market. Now this may sound too businessy for some people, thinking, I'm just a game developer. I don't need to know about the market. I just need to focus on making a great game. And if that is your mentality, well, I hope I can change your mind. Because you aren't just a developer. You are an entrepreneur. You're starting a business that requires you to be a lot more than just a coder or an artist.
I mean, he's right, but I don't like the word entrepreneur. Like, it's so money focused. But it's right, though. You need to focus on, or you need to manage money so you don't run out of business. It is true, though. Yeah. I totally disagree with Cakez.
To wear every hat, from development to marketing, or at least a few hats if you have a team, and you or someone needs to know your market. Now, some people may be asking, what even is a market? How do I know I'm talking to the right player base? And how do I possibly determine a market's potential?
You talk to
I'll do my best to explain using an
tower
example.
defense enjoyers.
Something simple. Imagine you really like match apps.
Yeah.
And you want to make one yourself. Something like Candy Crush.
Yeah.
All games are tied to some kind of base genre, whether it's puzzles, platformers, shooters, or a variety of others. We know Candy Crush is part of the puzzle game market because of Steam tags, App Store tags, and tons of other classifiers. So to determine your market or genre, you need to find similar games to yours by looking at the tags and listening to how players classify similar titles to the one you were making. But puzzle games come in all shapes and sizes. Portal and Candy Crush are both labeled as puzzle games, and I can tell you right now that my Candy Crush loving grandma is not picking up Portal anytime soon.
True.
So demographics are very different. This is why we have sub-tags, which are often called sub-markets or sub-genres, with puzzle games like Portal, Unpacking, Candy Crush, and Babo's You all sitting in their own categories and with their own player bases. Portal is known as a puzzle platformer, where Candy Crush is a match 3 puzzle game.
Yeah,
so
that's different.
For example, we would want to look at the match 3 sub-market, not puzzle platformers, to know who is...
But I mean, that's obvious, isn't that? Like, am I the only person that finds this obvious? If I'm making a tower defense game, it's obvious, right, that I don't look at Portal when I make a game like that. I look at games that look like this and feel like this. You only look at 2 to 3 TD games? No. I look at Bloons. I look at TD games, okay. Core defense, that's number 2. I would love to look at, what is it called? What is it called? I don't know the game that's called, that has like heroes in it. Legion TD we didn't play yet. What is it called? Guys, the one that's successful. Like, what is it called, guys? I don't know the name, man. Kingdom Rush. Thank you, sir. I looked at Kingdom Rush, but I couldn't play it yet. We looked at and actually played Legion TD once, Warcraft 3. I played Nico's game. That is called Rival of Beasts. And I think so far that's it. And we looked at the hero we need, which is a failed tower defense game that didn't make it. Spent 300,000. So I am. It's a journey, okay? And I'm looking at many other games too. So you're wrong. I'm not looking at only 2 to 3 games. But I use 2 to 3 games as an example very often. Yeah, that's true.
target player base. Just look around on websites or Steam and you'll find all sorts of data and information. For Match 3 games, this is what I found. 60% of Match 3 players.
This game too. Fuck. Very simple tower defense game. Easy tower defense game. What is it called, guys? Simple tower defense game? Hello, the mail, my man. Sorry, we don't have notifications today. The bot broke, but I appreciate you supporting me for 31 months. Thank you so much. One of the first ever subscribers. Wielding that first badge like a champion. Thank you so much. Minimalist tower defense game. Yeah, minimalist tower defense. There we go. We looked at that too. True. Very successful, actually, you know. Really cool. Let's continue.
Are female and the majority are in the...
Let's go back a little bit.
Match 3 submarket, not puzzle platforms, to know who is our target player base. Just look around on websites or Steam and you'll find all sorts of data and information. For Match 3 games, this is what I found. 60% of Match 3 players are female and the majority are in...
I think that fits because the majority of females that have met in my life played that game as well.
In the age range of 25 to
like they
34.
knew that game.
On another
in
website,
particular.
they broke down
Candy
Match
Crush.
3 player archetypes, showing why certain people play Match 3 games. Another one showed which matching style was more successful in certain countries. I could keep going. There was a...
like... If I were trying to get notifications, I would not say hi in my messenger. Hi, guys.
Crazy amount of demographic information on Match 3 games. A little creepy, in all honesty, but you get it. All this information and research tells me who my target player base is and what match games are and aren't successful. Some genres won't have as much data, so you'll need to dig a little more. But what about my market's potential? How do I determine making this game is worth my time? Well, let's imagine if no other puzzle games existed and every person in the puzzle market bought your Candy Crush game. You would make $15 billion, according to the most recent puzzle market revenue. That was great, right? That, of course, is unrealistic. As I explained, the puzzle market has all sorts of variance in its player base. So it doesn't matter how amazing your puzzle game is, you're not making $15 billion.
That looked complicated.
Because not every puzzle player has the same taste. So we need to look at the sub-market of your game to determine the actual potential. If we look at the Match 3 revenue numbers, we can see the market averages $1 billion or $2 billion a year.
I mean, what he's talking about here is this, right? What is it? Games stats, right? You go to game stats and then you search for team tags, and then you probably want to search by the revenue median, right? And then you can see that, okay, Mozo, not really sure what that means. Never played these types of games. These look like more Japanese type games. Very interesting. But let's ignore that for now, right? We can see that some of these games are very lucrative. Potentially, right? 34%. You can see these. And so, for example, well, let's ignore remake, but moddable seems to be... Can you do it moddable? Well, don't know yet, right? But great soundtrack, okay. But there are some actual ones that you can use, right? Trains seems to be decently high, you know. Oh, wow, World War II. Okay. World War I, what the fuck? So yeah, you can use this site to determine, okay, well, how much could I potentially earn, right? As far as I remember, Beautiful was very high up on the list. Let's find Beautiful. Yeah, there we go. 48. So this is what he's talking about mostly. But I feel like, so like, not to get the wrong idea, that's true, right? That is true. Horses was making billions. Yeah, horses too. My worry about this is not that you shouldn't do this, but it's difficult to say because I can't talk out of experience yet. Like, so my point was gonna be that if you focus too much on these things, which is what most people or most AAA studios do, well, you end up with games that have souls, that have no soul, that have no love. And so I think what's coming to short, I guess what he's trying to say is take away some of that love and put it into these marketing things, but don't lose that love. But I feel like it's not emphasized enough. But I also haven't released the game yet, so take it with a grain of salt. Can only speak once I release. AAA tried to add everything. Yeah, they do all of this. They do like Zemio. They do marketing first. True, yeah, I know. Well, we'll see,
Not
right, what he's going to say.
But still a big chunk. Now we know the market and its highest potential. We need to determine how our game would perform within the match 3 genre. This is where that research you did comes in handy. What games are similar to yours? How do they perform? What platforms did they perform well on? If we look at the highest match 3 performers, we can see the top 5 have 85% of the market share. This tells me that the match 3 genre is dominated by a few companies and that it's unlikely an indie game can swoop in and capture the market. And if we look at the bottom 5 on this list, their revenue starts tapering off pretty quickly. If we also look at the average match 3 games, we can see the majority don't get over 5K downloads and they make less than $5,000 each.
Yeah, it's so saturated.
To some Android data and Steam data I found. All this information tells us what is likely
It basically says this market is saturated. Yeah.
to happen. Your game may blow up, but most likely your match game will make a few $1,000s. So if you plan on making a match 3 game that will take a year to create and $50,000 in investment, then it's likely to be a commercial failure. But if you make a match 3 game in a month with only $200, then it could be a huge success. All this information is not meant to dissuade you
that's a
from
good
making
idea.
games, but to inform.
Yeah.
Help you make educated decisions and set reasonable
Yeah,
expectations.
so what he's on about here is right. That's really something I wanted to do as well. If I ever get the chance, like try to pick a genre that I like first. Like I want to pick a genre that I enjoy making, right? If I don't enjoy the genre, like I'm not going to make a horses game, guys, okay? Absolutely not. But what we saw with the mountain game, right? A relaxing mountain game where you spend time and then earn achievements, it looks like. Why not make a game that's so centered around a, what is it called? It's not a sea, a lake, right? A nice lake. We learn how to do 3D engine stuff, nice lighting, reflections, PBR, physics-based rendering, all of this stuff. And then, have like a beautiful game that has a very high price range. And then just, sell that game that's done after a month, right? Water simulator. Something like that, right? That's something I learned after thinking, okay, so that's something you could potentially do, right? It will get 3 sales. No, I think it would get more. It would get more.
In a recent conversation I had with an indie developer, we were talking about his platform fighter he was making. He told me he'd been working on his game for a few years, and all he needed was $200,000 to finish his game. This immediately set off some red flags in my head. So I asked him, how big was the market? He wasn't entirely sure. But together, we did a little research and discovered that the top 10% of indie platform fighters make an average of $400,000 to $800,000. Not bad, but remember, this is the top 10%.
Okay, so he's got to have a 10% chance.
The developer was spending years making this platform fighter, trying to get hundreds of thousands of dollars in investment, only for his game to maybe make a little more than what would be invested. That's not good.
I see.
No legitimate publisher or investor is going to give that kind of money with such a low return on investment. So you need to understand your market and have reasonable expectations. But why do AAA games do so well when so many indies struggle?
That's a little outdated. I mean, yeah, but actually they are not doing very well at the moment. They're not doing, they got money or don't. Exactly, that's why they do well.
Separates most AAA.
I have invested quite a bit in Cake Stream with relatively low expectations. AAA games are still doing well. Yeah, they're still doing well in terms of sales numbers, but at least the gamer reception is really bad. Less well, but still well, yeah. The gamer reception, like if you're talking about the games that, try to sell for $120 and then sell your season pass on top, or sell your in-game power, Talking about the Ubisoft games, for example. Right? But yeah, Code and Green knows. Can you show us your data? I can show you these nuts, bitch.
Plays from indies. Well, it's our fourth and last reason most indie games fail. Good old marketing. Most indie games fail because the devs don't market their game, or they do it.
I hope he goes into making a good game, bro. Because we see so much conflicting advice out there. And I think the best advice is to make a fucking good game. It's to make it. I hope he goes into this. Make a good game, please.
Poorly. Now, it will take a whole video to cover the issues of marketing in the indie dev space. And if you're interested in that video, subscribe and let me know that you're interested. Or you can actually check out some of our Patreon content.
It doesn't guarantee success, yeah.
But let's just keep it all simple for now. Indie studios struggle because they don't spend enough time or money on marketing, and when they do, they market their game to the wrong people. Like I explained before, most devs don't understand who their target player base is. They just throw crap on social media thinking somebody will see their post and will sell their game like hotcakes.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Sadly, that doesn't work. Marketing is about value, specifically content marketing.
Okay.
So when you create that social media post or devlog, ask yourself, what value does my audience get watching this video or reading this post?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is it inspirational? Is it educational? No. Is it entertaining?
Exactly. Yeah, he's right there. Thank God he made this point. Exactly. So, like, for example, you can make one post a year, but if that post contains insane amounts of value, like maybe it's inspirational, educational, entertaining, all at the same time, like all of these, it provides like, remember the video that we saw from like this fighting pixel art game where this guy made like a top-down, I think it was even isometric type of fighting game, and the impacts of the fists hits were really cool, and you know, the guys would fall down and get deformed and stuff. Like, there was huge amounts of feedback. That thing had like millions of views because that was something that wasn't only entertaining, it looked cool because you could learn something from that, educational and maybe inspirational as well, but like at least the two of you.
Are you not entertained?
Don't tell me about your game. Deliver some sort of value.
Yeah.
Make me want to watch or make me want to read. And secondly, deliver value to the right audience. Just because you get 100,000 views on a video doesn't mean those views convert into wishlist or sales. Great example is actually the indie game we highlighted in a recent video, Tanks but no tanks. I've been chatting with Thomas, the developer, doing some free consulting, and his biggest issue was awareness, like most indie developers. So I gave him some advice, and I told him we would highlight his game in one of our videos to try driving more people to his Steam page. I linked his game below, by the way. Lazily, I chose to highlight Thomas' game.
Wait a minute, Thomas?
I linked his game below, by the way.
Thomas Brush? Wow, that game. Tanks but no tanks. Okay, let's see here. That's interesting. €7. I mean, it didn't work out for him, I guess. That's made by Thomas Brush? Is that Thomas Brush? That's not Thomas Brush. Right? Cakez. What? What is it? That dude is on YouTube. Check him out. I know Thomas Brush is on YouTube. Yeah. That's not Thomas Brush. Maybe I misheard here, but okay.
By the way, lazily, I chose to highlight Thomas's game, Tanks but no tanks, in the video I was working on at the time. Counter-Strike should be dead by now. That video has done well and has hundreds of thousands of views. What's odd is that even though Thomas's game has gotten thousands of eyes on it, Tanks but no tanks has only seen a few sales from the Counter-Strike video. This is a great example of poor marketing by me. Tanks but no tanks is more of a party game, something you would find yourself playing on a Nintendo console, not something.
Maybe the game just isn't funny and looks interesting, bro. But sorry, what is this supposed to look like? It's fucking boxes, a green background. This is all one color, and then some peanuts. Sorry, bro, but why doesn't he go into this at all? Like, this doesn't look appealing at all. What is he talking about? The colors are totally washed out. It's like me turning on 60 degrees and then washing my shit in there. Like, what is he talking about? Sorry, but is he not gonna go into this? Looks like a Flash game. I would have played like 10 years ago, yeah. It doesn't matter what market he chooses, because everyone thinks, and what is this bean? What? The bullets look okay? This looks okay to you? This is a fucking bean, bro. It has 3 colors and an outline. maybe the Schweif in English, the thing, cigarette. It's a cigarette. I see. So that's a kid. That's interesting. Yeah. It's Thomas Stewart, not Brush. I see. So I misheard then. Thomas Stewart Dev. Okay. This guy right here. Okay.
I've done a lot of crazy things in my life.
Okay. Cool. Wow. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah. There you go. That's better. What was that? 100%, 110%. Okay. Bullet facing wrong direction immer? No, it's like der Stängel am Ende und die Zigarette anzünden vorne. In Englisch halt. Ne?
Party game, something you would find yourself playing on a Nintendo console, not something being played by competitive FPS sweats like Counter-Strike. So I screwed up. Imagine instead...
Maybe you should have told him to make it more appealing. Sorry, but maybe he did.
I did a video on old classic Wii games and how fun they were. Then I showed Tanks but no Tanks at the end. What do you think his conversion would be like then? What do you think his conversion would be like?
Nothing, because the game's not interesting.
If I talked about his game in a more relevant way within a video instead of at the end where people drop off. Like what I'm doing right now. This is the key to marketing. You need to know where the audience is, what social platforms they're on, what value you can give them, and why they should care. All this being said, it's critical to remember that games are not just businesses. It's not so cut and dry on why certain games fail and then others succeed. There's emotion and culture and social implications involved that add too much variance. But the reason so many indie games fail is because they forget it's art and business combined. You can make the most
Make a good game.
Amazing game, and if you can't get it in front of the right audience, it doesn't matter. So you need to change your passion, research your market, determine its potential.
It's a great example of the Reddit post I linked earlier. Yeah.
If you do that, you will drastically lower the chances of failure. And remember, failure is 90%. You will drastically
change your passion, research your market, determine its potential. So this is like 90% of marketing. He's not going into making a good game at all. I don't want to say no to this, but I feel like he's not going into making an actual good game. Like he's saying, okay, well, listen to the feedback of players, which is really good, very important, right? Because that helps you make a better game. But it should be focusing on making the most interesting and fun game you could make. You don't need a good game to be successful. Just look at Pokemon. Pokemon is insanely entertaining and fun to play, bro. What are you talking about? It's a collection with cute Pokemon, and you can train them and personalize them, give them names. What are you talking about? It's the most fun experience that I had as a kid. It's a really good game. And the graphics are second to that. The graphics actually look really good too. But the games are full of bugs and your Pokemons are totally unexpired. I'm not talking about the new games. I'm talking about the original game. They never changed that formula because it worked. They never needed to change that formula until Palworld came along. That's why Palworld blew up. They never changed the formula, bro. They got lazy. You can't talk about a company that got lazy. They made shitty games. You wanna see the latest Pokemon game? What is that called, guys? Isn't it Emerald? Pokemon Emerald? I think it's this shitty thing, right? Or not Emerald. It's not Emerald. Guys, what is it called? The one that looks ugly as fuck. What is it called? Violet, thank you. Pokemon Violet. And Scarlet. Did they clean this up so no one can see the shitty world design they did? Terrible. There we go. No. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about here. What is this? They just got lazy, bro. They got lazy. They had one hugely successful idea and they never changed it until Palworld came along. And then Palworld became this massive mountain. Because why would they change something, right? When it already works. Look how lazy they got. Take a look at this. This is ridiculous. And this is a AAA studio. No, not all Pokemon games are bad by definition. I don't know, and I don't agree. Like, the first few Pokemons on the Game Boy were really good. You know? Like, this is so bad. Look at the blockiness of these rocks. Like, come on. So, make a good game.
Lower the chances of failure.
Good morning, hey Prodigy.
Failure is 90% perspective.
Making a good game is fundamental.
Game, and that's all you wanted to achieve. It doesn't matter if your game makes money as long as that was your goal. One man's failure is another man's success. So be like John Romero and just fall in love with the process of creation. If you do that and you put some effort into the business side of indie games, don't be surprised when you find yourself making a successful indie game. Be like the developer of the 3 failed games I featured at the beginning.
But like, the Stardew Valley creator literally waited to release his game before he put it out. He tried to make the best game possible before he put it out. He's not going into this at all. The Stardew Valley creator himself made a game that he was inspired by and then waited to release it so that he could have a full version out and to stand out. And he didn't do any marketing at all. He didn't do any marketing, yeah. He just focused on making the best game he could. Exactly. He focused on improving his art, on improving the gameplay loop. Exactly. It's not all luck, isn't it?
Making a successful indie
I think he's...
Be like the developer of the 3 failed games I featured at the beginning. Keep making games till one of them succeeds.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In this video,
yeah.
We're going to give Thomas some more love.
He got lucky? No, he didn't get lucky.
Game, and he aspires to be an indie dev for the long haul.
It didn't work out, bro. The game looks ass. I'm sorry. Look at this. This is not a good game, bro. No matter how much you market it. 4 months ago, it went from 13 reviews to 15. Okay, he got 2 more. That's not... Listen, man, it's not the right audience. There is no right audience. The game is just not good. You can say that. That's fine. Okay? Goodness. Anyways, still very informative.
Just go pick up a copy of Tanks But No Tanks and tell your friends. Best of luck to all of the indie devs out there. Keep grinding and make it happen. See ya.
Keep grinding. Make it happen. See ya. Stop it! No!
Why did this game...
Shh. All right. Nice try, buddy. There you go, guys. That's the video. Took quite a while to get through this. Jova said a lot. Let's go through this. I like a Flash game that's 10, for 5 minutes. It doesn't really look that good to me. I don't like how the bullets have outlines, but the other objects don't. Yeah, one of the biggest things that indie devs need to do, really nail an art style, because that's usually what will catch someone's attention, and interesting gameplay will hold them there. If the trailer art looks poppy and the gameplay sucks balls, it ain't gonna go anywhere. Pokemon is one of the best games of all time, lol. Yeah, that scene is trash, lol. Horrible lighting. Yeah, my goal is to complete and release a game. I want to be successful, but I want the experience more than anything. Yeah, he didn't get lucky. A truly good game is gonna get the recognition that it deserves. Yeah, that's true. A good game is gonna get the recognition. If it's not good enough, it's not good enough. It has obvious flaws. If people don't fix them, if the developers don't focus on them, then it doesn't matter how much you polish. Won't work. Exactly. I mean, the best example of this is marketing done right. Of Avernum. I don't know what the first thing... Immortals of Avernum. This one right here. Marketing... Wow, they still have 1,000 reviews. Goodness. They managed to climb a couple thousand reviews here. This one right here. Take it from them. They spent huge amounts of market research and... what is it called? Fuck, why do I not know the name, guys? Market research and advertisement. Not advertisement. Marketing. That's the thing. They spent huge amounts on that. They had like 300,000 Twitch viewers on release. And their player numbers right now, let's see. Immortals of Avernum. I wonder if they reach 100. Are they at 100? It's 40, bro. It's 40. 1 month? Yikes. Yeah, they have absolutely no players. Even though they sometimes have... Looks like some people with high viewers play the game. Yep. Holy crap, those numbers. Yeah. Let's take a look at a game that's more successful, right? So yeah. They didn't make a good game. I have a good example of good marketing not paying off because the loop is meh. If you want to see it, sure. We are approaching to our mark and didn't do anything yet. I know. And we're having fun. So what's your point, bitch? Huh? We're having fun here. To be honest, after playing Chronicon, I find it hard to get excited for most RPGs now. Really? Chronicon's that good? TikTok? Pantheon Games? That's his marketing. Wow. 2 million likes. 7 years later. I started painting a video game. 7 years later. That's just his hair. Ah, it's this game. I remember we talked about that game. It's all painted, right? It's got 1 million views. And so if this has 1 million views, what I saw a good view to like ratio was 10:1. So if you have 1,000 views, 100 likes would be really, really good. If you have 1 million views, then divided by 10, 100,000 likes would be really good. He has 200,000 likes. That's even more crazy. That's insane. So he has 2 likes in 10 views. That's crazy good. That's incredible. So people really like that. Because you can't just look at the views, guys. You have to look at the views to likes ratio. You know? So why do I know that? Because I do this too. And I get much less likes. I get like 1 like in 30. My posts are dog shit. You know, I get like 1 like in 40. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm so bad. It's insane. It didn't seem to pop off. Okay, let's see. And so that's the game. Instagram, and then, okay, so that's his Instagram. 80,000 followers. Maybe he bought the likes and views. Did he buy the likes and views? Like, I can't click. You have to be installed there. Okay, and then this is on Steam. Oh, wow. Holy shit. That is absolutely nothing, yeah. Elden Ring character, I saw that. Wait, Cakez, are you going to be starting a new Elden Ring character? Yeah, for Elden Ring we will start a new character, for sure. 100%. Definitely. Of course. The TikTok went viral on Reddit a while ago. Guess he didn't capitalize on it properly. I think the game is just not fun. Let's see. What do people say? Not much for gameplay. Very repetitive. There we go. He didn't even last an hour. So, already tells me that the game is boring. So many thoughts, so many expectations, but barely any fun to be found. 0.9 hours. This guy played 1.5 hours. This guy played 1.6 hours. This is the only exception. 24 hours. Okay, good. 0.2 hours recommended? No, wait. 1.7 hours recommended. Listen, man. Like, this tells me that he can barely keep someone for 2 hours. Awesome passion, but overall it's pretty repetitive. Again, repetitive. People quit early. Look at this. I think Steam takes... I'm not sure about this, but if I was managing Steam, I would take into account for how long people play my game and the amount of sales I have. The one who played the most was the negative one. No, I don't think it was. This guy has... What was it? This is 5 here, but we have one with 24 here. Right, 24 hours. So, no, we have the one that plays the most is a positive one. But, yeah, you could see. 0.3. 5 is decently long. That's nice. He left the game on overnight. Yeah, maybe he did, actually. True. Weird art style. I have no idea what's going on there, lol. It's all painted. That's the idea. He painted all of these words. Yeah. And that can be a cool idea, right? It's a cool thing. Unfortunately, it looks like he didn't deliver on the gameplay side of things, and it doesn't matter how good your game looks if your gameplay just isn't there, right? So again, like, it all boils down to, like, make a fun game. Make the most fun game you can do, the most engaging, fun gameplay loop you can. And don't try to make it look so dog shit that no one buys it, right? Even a stick man, black and white, can be an art style. You don't have to be the most craziest person, trying to make art. Yeah, by the way, this game failed because it gives you a fucking, destroys your eyes, man. It's way too bright. Look at those fucking effects. Like, you can barely see anything. Look at this. While this looks cool and all, you get like, whoa. God damn it! Almost fell down. Okay, guys, I need to go to the bathroom really quickly, and then we're gonna make some progress in the game, okay? Yeah. Be right back. God damn. Scotland, oh my god, you guys. Yeah, Zimeo, my man. Skippers? No clips. The bot today is off because it has an error. It has a bug. And it doesn't recognize the browser source, or the browser source can't find the bot. And therefore, yeah. We can't do clips today. Sorry about that. Give my points back. Well, I can turn off the bot. And then your stuff can be refunded. You broke Ever's bot? No, I just updated. Happens. Sorry about that, Linnea. Skip song. Okay, fine. I'll do it for you. Anyways, that was good. We are approaching 2-hour mark. Didn't do anything. With art style, have no idea what's going on. If you had bad, it's not bad though. It's still a couple $100,000. I don't think so on 100 reviews. I actually don't think so, to be honest. Where was this? Did we like close that? It's here, right? The master pupil? No way. Steam revenue calculator? Absolutely not. I don't believe that. 95. 14.99, that's like 8,000, bro. What are you talking about? Show that YouTube for game dev is kind of waste of time. Shows that YouTube, and you could put the time into the game instead. Yeah, I mean, obviously. However, it's not. It depends. So. Obviously, if you spend time on YouTube, you're not working on the game. That is totally true. But what you gain by doing, let's say, YouTube or marketing is, and especially if you take a look at the feedback you gain from that, is you learn what works and what doesn't. If you post something for your game, if the bot is off, the bits are free. That's how it works, right? My man, thank you so much for 100 bits, Zemeo. I'm sorry, the bot doesn't... happy 6K cakes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, we reached 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are on the grind to 10K. On 10K, you become a better person, right? You become like a bigger YouTuber. Is that correct? True, yeah. Strange, yeah. Thank you, guys, for the big support. I really appreciate it. 6K. That's big. Yep. Been looking at the 5 for too long, right? Refund points?
I can't refund the points right now, bro. I can't.
Thank you so much for the support, Zemeo. I really appreciate it. And not Shandom. Thank you so much for following, bro. Congrats on the 6K, my dude. Thank you. Where are you at the moment, Travis? Are you at 15K or higher? How are your shorts working for you? I have stopped doing shorts. I still have a lot of shorts on the backlog. I just didn't manage to like do them yet. I think Travis is on like 15,000 or maybe more. Maybe even 20. It's getting somewhere, right? 15.7 or so. Cool. Got 6K after Godot video. Congratulations. No, the Godot video only got like 2,000 views. I mean, it still gets 50 every 2 days, which is decent. But it doesn't gain much traction. Shorts work really well when I actually do them. Yeah, the thing is, you can't always like do a short, right? It's got to be... So what I learned from shorts is to not spend too much time on them. If it's something that happens naturally on stream and feels authentic and has value, you can do it. But if they are like, you won't always have crazy value shorts on your stream. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, right? You can't like, you can somewhat plan around that as well. That works too, right? You do the research and then maybe you're like, okay, I'm gonna talk about that during stream. That can be a short. But it's all, at the end of the day, it is practice, essentially. It's practice, yeah. And some days you just won't have a short. That's just how it is. And there's nothing wrong about that. It's just how it is. It is a learning experience. Finding those moments can be a challenge. Exactly. And then you realizing that this is a moment that could be a short as well. That's true, yeah. I always like how Cakez is in the middle of making a point and gets distracted by his ADHD and forgets about it or just moves on. 4 years to get here and other 10 to get to 10K. What do you mean? For you? No, it took me 2 years to get to 6,000 subscribers. About 2 years. And I would assume that it would take me another year to get to the 10. Right now I gain like 330 a month, so that's 10 months, 12 months to get to 10K. And also there is like an increase right over time. As old videos still gain subscribers and new videos gain new subscribers. I don't script my streams, no. Now I do, when I browse YouTube, I do take a look at videos that I find interesting and I do think about what type of thing I want to do, which is why I talked for so long today. Simply because, well, our goal for today in the game is to remove chrono. We need to somehow get the delta time without using chrono. Oh, Travis, you could maybe help with this. You're using C. How do you get the delta time in your engine? So what we are doing here currently is we're using the steady chrono clock now, right, to get the last and the current state, and then basically the delta using the count, right? And we do current minus last, which is very simple. Is there a way to use RDTSC or something? What was it again? Let's mark this. Main. But if Travis is here, Corey has a cross-platform example for that. I use WinAPI on Windows. Yeah, I mean, we just use the Windows API in this case. Oh, we can do that, right? We use the get performance counter. True, we can use that. I use clock in my engine. So basically you just call the Windows get performance counter thing. Yeah, I did that too. I forgot where it was though. Do you have a newsletter, Cakez? No, I don't have any news. I just do YouTube and like Cakes with naturally occurring and fitting the stream. Does that include you falling off your ball as well? No, that was totally not scripted, bro. He read it C-Clock. Oh, I see, it was C-Clock. I see now. It's too warm. Oh, by the way, guys, did I tell you that I'm... well, maybe I should weigh myself right now, but I think I'm holding it like 92 kilograms. What's wrong with Chrono? Chrono? The reason why Chrono is bad is this. I'll show you. So what you can do is, in C++, if you compile your game using Clang, you can set a trace option to the compiler. That's called ftime trace. And then C spits out a JSON file. And you can put that on your Clang build command. And then that gives you this right here. A JSON file that shows you how long the compilation took for each source file that you compile and each include that you have. So we did that, and then we can open up Chrome, and in Chrome we can do, oh, what was it again? Chrome tracing. And then using this Chrome tracing link, you can load JSON files, and that would be the Tangy defense JSON right here. Now, here we can see that the entire front end of our compilation took 3 seconds. That's the wall duration. And then we can take a look at all of these different code files that we compile. So for example, my schnitzel lib is where I do all of the stuff that I need for game development. And, you know, like file IO and arrays and logging and math. Like, it's like a... Is it possible to get a tracking file with CMake building? I don't know. This is specific to LLVM, so to the Clang compiler. And MSVC, I think, has a similar option. So if you are using MSVC, you would have to look up MSVC tracking or MSVC compilation time tracking, something like that. And then maybe you find an equivalent to that. But this is right now, or if you're using CMake to build with LLVM, then maybe that option works. I'm building for Linux, so it's Clang. Yeah, so basically it's this option on the compiler here though. On the compiler. So I don't know what you would put as an option to CMake, but it's minus ftime trace minus C. I'm using a Unity build, exactly. I'm basically only compiling the main CPP file. And so what we can see here in this front end, right, that it takes 3 seconds. And so all of these different code files take a bunch of time, you know, UI takes 100 milliseconds and so on and so forth. SDL is something we need to remove, actually. I'm gonna do that right now. Where do I have OBG dependencies? And where do I have SDL? I think I put it in the main, right? At the very top for fun. Yeah. To do. This was just for fun. I'll keep it in there. I just wanted to prove how easy it is to add SDL to your build process if you're not using CMake. Essentially, all I had to do was include this and then link. I'm probably not even linking at the moment, but then a link with the SDL library, which would be like sdl.lib. Right, so basically 2 steps instead of CMake where you have to set up some weird paths and shit. But anyways, that's beside the point. So SDL took like 500 milliseconds, way too long, right? Most of the compilation time is, what is that even? Intrinsics. Yeah. And so then we can get to the platform Windows, that includes Windows, okay? Maybe lean and mean would be an option, 300 milliseconds, but here, that's the point. Chrono takes 1.2 seconds. Oh, excuse me. That is why I want to get rid of Chrono, because it's literally half my compilation time. So, yeah, I guess we'll get delta time using... Oof, yeah, that's why I want to get rid of Chrono. We'll get delta time using the platform. So, double platform get delta time. Essentially, how do we do that though? It's been a while. Or send you a link in chat that I can't speak in message chat. I need to activate my code. Phone number, I don't have one. What is this guy? Not sure that you can add one. What? Did you try other compilers? I did try other compilers in the past, but I'm sticking with LLVM at the moment because LLVM has the best options for me. I can do some cool stuff in LLVM that I can't do in MSVC, which I think, I wonder if this is part of MSVC or not, but this is one. Assets, I don't know what this is even called, array initialization, enum initialization thing. Why not GCC? Well, because Clang can be invoked using SH. So SH is something I get from Git. So I can call sh build.sh on Windows. I can call sh build.sh on Linux. And I can call sh build.sh on Mac if I ever go to Mac. That's the reason. So the only thing I have to do is have sh build.sh and my game is built. No CMake required, nothing. But you need sh, the sh executable, which I could ship together with my game. Or if someone wants to build my game, I could ship the sh executable. How much is that? This computer. See, I wonder if Git is here. Is Git here? Where's Git installed, guys? Program files. I don't know where Git is. Yeah, sorry, I just don't know where Git is. Ah, it's here. The binary. Yeah, it's like 45 kilobytes. So essentially I could ship this together with the game and then everyone has everything they need to build the game. Small Mac gamers, then Linux. Query performance frequency and counter. Oh yeah. So let's do this. Thank you so much, Travis. It's been a while since I did that, so it's really helpful. This one and the other one, the counter. Okay, so frequency is something we need to do once. And counter is something we need to do all the time. And then we need to get the last and the current. Wait, that's not here. It's supposed to be in Win32. Here. And we need to get the function. So how far along is your game, Travis? Alright, so we need to query the frequency. Does it take anything? A pointer to a large integer. Okay. Large integer. Frequency. And I don't know if we have to supply the 0 here. And then frequency. Oops. Don't know how to code, lol. So now that we have, why is this complaining? It wants a large integer pointer. Out. Oh, it gives an out? Wait, out. Yeah, bool. And then undeclared of use frequency. Oh, I can't spell. I see. It's IR. Typo, yeah, thank you guys. True. Okay, yeah. And then now this is a, I think we have to do like an if check here. If, and this has to be a static, right? If frequency, and what do we have in the large integer? We have a quad part, a high and low part, right? So what do we need? I guess the long, right? If there's a quad part, use the quad part, right? Dot quad part. If we don't have that, oops, then we want to query that. It's an indirection every frame, right? We could do this better, but whatever. Always quad part. All right, now we want to query the counter here. Static last counter. I think we want the last and the current counter. Query performance counter. That, oops, stop. That also takes in last counter. Oh, that's a large integer. Last counter is 0. And large integer, oops. Okay, large integer current counter. I'm just quickly thinking or doing this. Not sure if I'm doing it the right way. And then we actually you don't need the current. You always update the last counter. Yeah, well, I do need to keep track of... I do need to keep track of it though. Because I'm getting the delta time, not the counter. So what we're doing here is we're calculating the delta time already. You see? So I need to have a current minus last. So we definitely want to get the current, right? And then I know that this is a counter and we need to divide that because that's a very high value. Oof. Let me think. Also, we need to check those booleans, right? Get start on last to current minus last is delta t. That's the delta counter. Oh, where did I do this? Was it in the Cakez gen? Did I do it there? Or in the Vulkan main? Oh, it's been so long. Divide by the frequency. If I divide it by the frequency, do I get milliseconds? What do I get? I need to read up, guys. It's been too long. Query performance counter win32. They have an example here somewhere. Throw last error. Oh, really? They don't. Acquiring has solution timestamps. There we go. I took a look at this for a long time ago. So essentially, they multiply the quad part. We now have the elapsed number of ticks. Exactly. That's easy. Well, we can do this. Very simple. Now, number of ticks per second. We use these values to convert to the number of elapsed microseconds. To guard against loss of precision, we convert the microseconds before dividing by the ticks per second. See, like this stuff here. That's the important part. So I'm gonna keep that because that's important. Okay, so what do we do? We have this. I think we need the static, or maybe this is not a static needed. And so essentially, if we are not able to do this, right, we want to do an SM. I think we have a fatal or SM error. Failed to query performance frequency windows. Return -1. Maybe we can do something with -1 here. And then we query the performance counter using the current counter. That's basically the ending time. And then what do we do without the... I think it's easier to do start and end. That's cool. That's much easier. So we query the end. So today is let's remove chrono. Yeah, today is let's remove chrono because it takes 1.2 seconds to compile. And no, thank you very much. I don't need that. Just to get delta time? Absolutely not. Maybe for more? No, but for this simple task where I just need to write one platform function for each platform? No, thank you. The code is retarded though. Make a get tick and get tick interval. Put in a... No. You're retarded. There's nothing retarded about this bitch. The thing is, if I don't have start, then it's going to be dog shit. So essentially the way this function should work is if start is not set yet, I should query the performance counter of start, which would result in 0 delta time in the first frame. And so we need to think about start here. How do we want to handle this? Is 0 delta time in the first frame acceptable? Is that okay? Why? Why not, right? Usually that's what I did in the past. So essentially right here is if I don't have start, if start.quadpart, if we don't have that, then I would query this. Then we have another indirection though, which might be bad, right? Not sure, but we always query the end. Which, you know, it kind of sucks. Would be cool to be able to do it without, but yeah. Static, thank you so much for following, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's no notification, guys. You should use modules if you want faster compilation times. No, I don't need to. I just need to remove the stuff that takes a long ass time. What I would love to do though is think about pre-compiled headers. If I cannot turn like the schnitzel lib into its own pre-compiled header, that would be awesome. Not sure how we would do that, but that would improve our compilation time even more. And maybe we can do this with Windows.h as well. Not sure though. Delta time breaks if you call it more than once per loop. True, true. But I do it in the main function. But let's take a look at some other codes examples, right? We have Magets up here, who is showing us how he did it. Copyright, okay. Define window, okay, well, I hate that, you know, it's so far to the left. Oh, man, get away. There we go. Let's do it like this. I think that's much better. Git. There was a timestamp. Where is it though? Oh god. Small UTF, okay. When code link in the link. Line 800, all right. Okay, 96. 896. 800, there it is. Double small timer. If a small timer, small performance frequency is 0, then you query the performance frequency. If you can't get it, then you throw an assertion. I do that too. I throw an error, but maybe I should do an assertion. Then you get the current, and you return the quad part times the... Yeah, that just gives you the frequency though. This just gives you a frequency. Or the runtime... Yeah. It just gives you the ticks since the start. So this is ticks since start. Right? I'm taking a double small since... yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do it multiple ways. My way is not the best. I'm not saying that. Read the code. 1 divided by frequency. Guys, it's fine. So what we can do here is, I see, elapsed microseconds. What is elapsed microseconds on there? It is a large integer. I guess we'll do that. End dot quad part minus start dot quad part. There you go. Yeah, dot quad part, of course. I see. So we have to first initialize this to 0. And then we do elapsed microseconds dot quad part is this. And then we have that Now we have the elapsed number of ticks along with the number of ticks per second. Didn't I call it frequency? There we go. And then we return the quad part, right? And what do we get? Ticks per second. We use the dollars to elapsed to convert to a number of microseconds before dividing it by ticks per second. Now this is... This will result in... Wait, we use these values to convert to the number of elapsed microseconds. To guard against loss, we convert to microseconds before dividing by ticks per second. This will result in seconds, right? Ticks per second. So this will result in seconds of delta time. Correct? Return elapsed microseconds.quad part. Is that correct? Did anyone follow? Did anyone follow? Am I correct here? Let's just pretend that this is correct, all right? Then instead of this get delta time, we get rid of this. I'm puzzled. Are we still calculating the delta time? This result will be microseconds, not seconds. Well, we'll see. Huh? Don't we have platform gate delta time here? Isn't that it? Where is Chrono? Gotta get rid of that sheet. Goodbye. Yeah, we got rid of Chrono. Oh, yeah. Oh, look how... Failed to... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because we did a shared thing. So the game wasn't actually built. Query performance counter and frequency both calls NT-query performance counter internally, which returns frequency and count. So if you'd like to call that instead, you have an entire system. You'd save an entire system call. That's fine. That is totally fine. Use of undeclared identifier int32t as rand. Ooh. It is complaining about 233 because we no longer have Chrono, and Chrono includes uint32t's. Yeah, as rand. Yeah. What could we use here though? Unsigned u32. Do I have u32? Do I have this undefined? Unsigned int. Does that work? Oh, it works. It works. Cool. That was fast. That was actually a very fast compilation. This should be gone now. The entire Chrono thing. Let's load. We have 3 seconds. Wait, let's not load. Let's just compare. How about we compare? We got rid of SDL and we got rid of Chrono. This is what we have right now, guys. Front end takes 1.6 seconds compared to front end taking 3.17 seconds. So we halved somewhat our compilation time today. And the long compilation time is in intrinsics. That is included by STB image, it looks like. So STB image is still a lot, it seems like. But I can't get rid of STB image. I'm using it to load PNG files. And it looks like they load intrinsics, which take a long time. And yeah, platform is including Windows, where maybe we can use a lean and mean, but that's about it. There's not much more to improve. So this is literally the fastest I can compile my game right now. You have so much more time for activities right now. I do. Hello, Philly style. Good morning. And D1C1 CI, thank you so much for following, bro. So how much are we saving each compilation? So the game went down from, let's see, so, well, we went down from 3 seconds to 1.6. That's 1.5 at minimum. 1.5 seconds. And then Chrome tracking. The, what is that? Let's go to downloads. Slow. The game compilation went from 3.5 seconds down to... So we are currently saving 1.5, 1.6 from the engine. And in the game we are saving... we went down to 1.3. So how much is that? 2 seconds, 2.2 seconds. So in total, almost 4 seconds we save every time we compile. If we compile both engine and the game. If we only compile the game, right now we just need to wait about a second for it to compile. And that's just recompiling everything. So waiting a second for a change, essentially. Which I think is good, comparatively to almost 4, which was just... that was crazy, bro. That was terrible. I think I'm happy. This is good enough. Not bad, yeah. Cherno would not approve of that. Main CPP, lol. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. No one needs to approve of this. The gamers just need to game. That's all. No one needs to approve. Who cares? Cakes, you should switch to QOI. Simple format. Compression rate is good near PNG. And you can export images from Asprite. Okay. Okay. I mean, listen, like, it's fine. Listen, like, the STB image taking, like, what was that? Like 500 milliseconds? That's totally okay. Because I'm not compiling this with my game. I don't. I compile this with my engine, which is totally okay. The engine compiles very rarely. We very rarely do a full compile. What we do most of the time is we are in the game. But let's see. I think I made a mistake in the delta time calculation. So let's see what we get from get delta time actually. Because I'm hoping it doesn't break now. Yeah, that's not seconds, actually. That is not seconds, guys. What is this? Is that microseconds? Yeah. That is a little bit too much, boys. Yeah, to get seconds. Multiply by 1,000, but it's already very high value, bro. Obviously, it won't work first time you call it. Start tick is not initialized double. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're totally wrong. I call it twice. You're totally wrong here. I call it at the very beginning of my loop. See, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. See, like, he's totally toxic and he doesn't know. Like, listen, I call this here first, okay? And then I call it down here second. All right? Divided by 100,000. Yeah, I need to divide, not multiply, because we already multiply. We have microseconds here. I don't know why we multiply first and then... Wait, by how much do I need to divide? By 1,000,000 or by... Cakes, it's simple. Take the original frequency and invert. So 1 divided by the frequency. Then every frame multiply that frequency by the quad part of the time. It gives you the seconds and avoids the division per frame. Take the original frequency, so the frequency quad part, and invert it. So it is 1 divided by the frequency. Okay, so basically else. But then I would like to do it like this. If we're able. Frequency frequency.quad_part is frequency.quad_part 1 divided by that. Okay. Cool. And then every frame multiply that frequency by the quad part of the time. Okay, wait. To do just this is from for info. Store the frequency as a double. Okay. So what you're saying is we have a static double frequency, which is 0. And then if we don't have frequency, then we get frequency windows. And then we do frequency, hey, windows. And then frequency is like that. You mean like this? Is that it? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. Why wouldn't it work the way I had it? Interesting. Okay, cool. That's a Travis Roman hack. Travis. See, I told you, you're a 5-head. See, I told this guy, he's a 5-head. He's like the brain cells, like connected. Told you guys. A hack to not have a division each frame. Crazy. And then the quad part. Hello, Cakez. Hello, Fear of Darkness. Good morning. Hello there. Hope you're doing good, bro. Dumbass god. We need to warn collector of stuff again or time him out. Let me check really quickly here. Okay. And then every frame multiply that frequency by the quad part. Okay. Double elapsed milliseconds is the frequency multiplied by the elapsed ticks. Elapsed ticks. Now we have the elapsed microseconds or milliseconds. Return elapsed milliseconds. Right? That's it. Thank you. Cool. That results in seconds. Oh, I see. Elapsed seconds. Okay. Yeah. Good. It's elapsed sex. Sex. Is that cooler? Yeah, sex. Sex, guys. Elapsed sex. Did you guys learn something now? Nice. Okay, let's see if that works. Why is Schnitzel liberate? Why are you gay? Why are you red? File unknown type name. Ino NT. Okay, but All right, let's see if this works. I want to see my delta time. That is actually true. It takes quite a while to elapse those delta times. Watch. Even like I was holding the program there. Let's see. What is it actually? 1 second. Okay, so 1 second to initialize the entire game. Damn. See, this is how fast games should start, guys. I know that Vulkan has like some pipeline issues going on and you have to get all of these pipelines running in the beginning, you know. But listen, shouldn't be more than like 2 seconds to start a game. Not 10 fucking days, okay? That some games have. And if you don't believe me, take a look at Path of Exile. If you don't believe me, that's fine. Look how fast it starts. Boom. Faster, man. Come on. There we go. See? Started. Yeah. And just look how fast it closes as well. PoE has Kiwi engineering? No, I don't think so. Oh, you mean Kiwi engineering in terms of it's actually good because it's from New Zealand and you are from New Zealand too? PoE is how many gigabytes though? Oh, PoE is a lot. Let's see. Let me find out. I have 42 gigabytes content. It's all packed into one file. Yeah. Plug and play games are best. All right. Now the big question is, am I handling the errors correctly? If we are unable to query the performance counter, the frequency, we return -1. Okay. Should I do an if check? Because this returns a boolean, right? I don't know if I should do that. So essentially what I'm thinking about is this. I would like to get your guys' input. If I can't do this, should I do this? I don't know, man, because I could do this here too. And I could make this like perfectly safe. And then in the main, you know, when I get delta time, if delta time is -1, SM error, fail to calculate delta time, return -1. Should I do this? I don't know. Seems like an awful waste, because when should this fail? Should this ever fail? I think I just want to have some weird... I don't see why that would ever fail beyond the first call. So ifing everything seems like an overkill. Yeah, I think you're right. So I was just seeking for validation, I guess. Yeah, so I guess we don't do that on the first call. We just do that on the first call. Sorry. Right. And even if it does, right, then we just get some weird stuff returned. And the game has maybe some interesting bugs. That would be funny too. Who cares, right? So I guess it would be the first one. Fail to initialize delta time. That's what we could do. Where is that? There you go. There we go. Why not return -1 anyways and only check for delta time and assert there? It's not that much code like that, I suppose. MP3 today hype. Well, we're gonna switch over to Minecraft and J now, because this is what I wanted to do for the game. And then tomorrow we can focus again on gameplay. We now have a very fast compiling game, right? We are able to do very big changes. There you go. Like this. If I wanted to do, like, for example, let's go into the game and go into update and then into debug and say, okay, I don't want to draw this circle where the mouse is. Look how fast it changes now. It's gone. See how fast this is? Show us the speed again. And then the circle is here there. Is there again. I think it's fast enough to iterate on the game again. And we have figured out what made our game slow and can make better decisions in the future, whether we want to include certain standard libraries or if we not wanna maybe call the Windows functions directly that work that these libraries are being used for. Like, for example, for delta time. Instead of chrono and wasting 1.2 seconds each compile, well, we could use the windows that we use already to calculate the delta time. Speed of light feels like slow-mo compared to this. Cool, very happy about this. Awesome. Gonna quickly go to the bathroom and then we switch over to Minecraft and J. Alright, let's see here. Where's my phone? I need my phone. Where's my phone? Is it on the toilet? Where's my phone? Hey, where's my phone? Can do that. Can potentially do that. That makes sense. Oh, Tangy selection. Look at this, guys. Yeah, the random clips don't work today, guys, because the bot is broken. Okay, I'm sorry. Something happened with the browser source, so it can't connect to forced pause. Champ, yeah. Have you cleaned your phone off? Ja, found my phone. Das Shitter ist zurück. Das Shitter? Is there TTS with Dono? There is, but not today. Not today. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I don't know what's wrong with the bot, but yeah, we keep getting the connection error. You see at the top here? We keep getting this, so I think Abif is working on it and it will be fixed tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Oh wow, that looks different now. I think it was different before. Looks better, I think. Anyways, yeah. I want to do some optimizations in Minecraft and J today. I really like this effect. Cakez will personally read your donos. Of course I will read them, for sure. But before we do that, I need to upgrade my brain. That means we have to unequip the wall and equip the chair. Nice behind. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate it, bro. I need a really catchy hit sound effect for the skeletons. We still need to work. Oh, my man, Reticide. Thank you very much for 30 bits. Cakez, how's game dev going today? Good. Very good, bro. Thanks for asking. What happened there? What happened there is... Oh, minus 11. Yeah, I basically programmed in a different way of calculating the levels. And essentially, that is still not done properly. For example, I basically removed all of the level states that I had before. So I only have modals now and just intro cinematics for the game and just running the game normally. And that change brought with it obviously a couple of bugs, but I will fix those off stream. These are just some code changes and code flow changes that are not that important right now. All you need to know is that it's getting improved compared to what it was the last time. All right, let's switch over here. Guys, what is this sad song? Why is this so sad? By the way, why can I not move this? If there's so many shaders. How do I move this to the right? What I want to do in J, essentially, is optimize the game. A cube that is surrounded by surrounded by 4 cubes should not be drawn. That is the optimization that I want to do. It's not a perfect optimization. It should probably be done better. Holy moly, my man. Yeah, I need to read that out. The bot will... thank you so much for the support, bro. Holy shit. The documentation reading enjoyer, my man. Thank you very much for $15. MP3 and J today. Hype, Pepega. Thank you so much. I think that's VMT. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for the big support. My man. So, goodness. How do we do this? That's the opposite of Cakez. Yeah, that optimization is needed. You can improve it when you have world generation later. Okay, so we'll do this simple one first, right? Essentially in the rendering loop, when we go through the chunks, where's that? Here. Yeah, where's that actually? Huh? Here. We only add a block if it's not surrounded, right? So basically only add a block that is not surrounded by 8 other blocks, right? So how do we do this? First we need to take X, Y, and Z. 6? No, it needs to be 8. Needs to be 8, bro. 6? True. Yeah, you're right. Because I don't need the edges, right? I don't need the 4 edges. I need to have top, behind, front, the sides, and the bottom. So wait, top, bottom, sides, sides. Yeah, that's 6. Wrong again. You're so lucky, bitch. You're so fucking lucky. You're so lucky, bitch. Okay. All right, so how do we do this? First, we need to check whether X... Let's see if... So, okay, X needs to be greater than 1 and less than, I guess, chunk size. X minus 1. And the same holds true for Y and Z. right? Chunk size y minus 1. And z has to be greater than 1 and z has to be less than chunk size z minus 1, right? If this is all true, then we can check. We need to do another if check actually. If goodness chunk dot blocks on x minus 1. Let me check. So we want to go to the left by x dot and a block has a type ID dot type ID, right? Yeah. If the type ID is unequal to 0, that's the left block. We have the first out of 6. Let's go array minus 1. No, we can't because we're checking if x is greater than 1. So that would be the left side. Then we do chunk dot blocks on x plus 1 dot type ID is unequal to 0. That would be the right side. Then we have chunk dot blocks on y minus 1 dot type ID is unequal to 0, and then would be top. Then we have bottom and front and back. So that would be plus, minus, and plus, and this is z. But in terms of z, I don't know. Real super cool. 5 minutes until I make a tea. Oh, what is this guy staring about? Hello, Mr. T. Guys, I just noticed we can say Mr. T to TCAP. And then that loops back to the A-team. You guys know the A-team? Ich steige in kein Flugzeug. True, true. That's Big T. Murdoch was best. No, we're not boomers. What you looking at, fool? True, 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 true. So what is this? A front and back? Is plus going straight forward? Okay, maybe it is. So if all of these are unequal to 0, then we continue. Do we have continue in J? Eh? Oh, I see. We miss an X here. Guys, will this work? Will this work? You want to make a bet if this works or not? Compilation error. This identifier is not a member of a fixed array. Oh, yeah, of course, because I have to do x minus 1. Wait, does that even work? Does that even work? Do I have to do... Oh, God. So essentially, does that even work, guys? Can I index into the into the message. Like this. And then over here I have to do index into X. And then index into Z is here. And then over here I have to index into X and index into Y before I index into Z. Is that working? Could it index out of bounds? No. Is it actually indexing the neighbors correctly? Or am I tripping balls here? Multi-line cursor? Yeah. So you're not using any engine for this? All from scratch in J? Yeah. It's from scratch in J. It's XZY smiley face. Shit, you're right. So Z is here. Sir, you are correct. I deeply apologize for my rudeness. You, sir, are correct. For my foolishness, not rudeness. Sir? Eh? What is this shit? You stupid? There you go. But then I need to like clean this up a little bit, okay? Because that looks bad, right? And obviously, this is a double-edged sword. Like this, boom, boom. Why? There you go. Does it work? Oh. What's the code for? This is an optimization to only add blocks that are not surrounded by 6 other blocks, aka blocks that you can't see. AKA blocks that you can't see. See if this works. Shit! Doesn't look like it's working, guys. Gotta be real with you guys here. Oh, it does! Lol, the optimization worked! Lol, look at this! We are in a house! Scheiße! Look at that! Ey. How many do we have here? 1 block. Thickness. Cool. Now yesterday, how many FPS did we have yesterday, guys? Does anyone remember? Should I take a look really quickly at YouTube? I think it was 1600 something FPS. Let's see. It's gonna be the last live one here. $22 hours ago. The optimization here. No, not hair. Not hair. Bro. There it is. It was 1800 FPS. Now, taking what we have here and opening up RenderDoc. How much have we gained? How big is our penis now compared to before? $2,000? Fix XZY? What do you mean fix XZY? Same FPS? It's actually the same FPS. We gain nothing, guys. But we're not drawing so many of these cubes. I mean... maybe I just have too much CPU running at the moment. First 2 are wrong, not XYZ. No, because... Z is... So I'm thinking in terms of a 3D plane where... See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Like, okay, well, I'm thinking in terms of the plane first and then the height last. Okay, just check your code, please. Check my code, please. Okay, why? What am I supposed to check here? Enemy gate is down. This is the code. Hä? What the fuck? Hey! Lol? Anyways. Give us line numbers. Why do you need line numbers? The if line? Yeah. What is wrong here? What is wrong? Why do you render one block of thickness now? It's Minecraft? What are you talking about? Eh? This is Minecraft. It's a block. Blocks. Minecraft is blocks. Huh? What is this guy talking about? And why are you nailsing? Left and right are X, Y, Z. Y is the height. Y is the height. Z is the depth. Sir. Yes. And yes, as stated, X, Y, Z greater. Not than 0, not greater than 1. Ah! Yeah, that's an optimization I should do. You're right. It needs to be greater than 0. Sir, thank you. That is fixed. The first are X, Y, Z. Oh, you guys mean that I should do this? Wouldn't it depend on the view direction? If the cubes are rendered back to front relative to your point of view, you would be doing a lot of wasted draws, but they are rendered front to back. Most of the fragments would get discarded, right? I have absolutely no clue, bro. Like, I have no fucking idea. Not sure, man. Like here. What I find odd, and maybe you guys know what the issue is. Fly speed is using delta time. And then we have a sensitivity for the left mouse. That's a float 10 and we multiply that by delta time. It seems like delta time when it's unlocked is super slow. X, Y, Z. Guys, realize that the reason why I'm doing it this way is because the Z is 16 tall, 16 deep. If chunk blocks, lines are wrong. The first two are X, Y, Z, the rest are X, Z, Y. Ah, thank you. So I would have to do ZY. Thank you, sir. I see it now. Thank you so much. Enable the line rumble so chat can backseat. Finally, I get it now. Yeah, okay, guys, I understand it now. I'm sorry. We all fucking said it. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. Okay, I was like, hey, what are you talking about? Fine, I can enable line numbers, but they're so fat. Like, this bar sucks. It's so big. Like my penis. So why is this so slow if I turn on vertical sync? Right? Or turn off vertical sync. And now if I turn it on, it's faster. Even though I use delta time. Watch. Shit. Shit, man. I can't search for... Wait, I can search for main colon. No, I can't. There we go. Here. Why? Why is the green screen off? Because I'm an idiot. CPU bound? No, I mean, no, like, huh? Hopefully no one called. It was important. See, like, this is faster. And the way I calculate these, the sensitivity here is I take a constant float value. And I multiply that sensitivity by delta time. And then I use mouse delta from J. Right click the bar and you can hide it from there. No. Yeah, but how can I get it back? How do I get it back, Push? If I remove it now, how do I get it back? I'm not clicking this because like it will be gone. F1 shows the activity bar to get it back. F1 show activity. View, focus, hide. I don't see a show activity bar, bro. Are you using GL enable GL calface? Not at the moment, no. Because it's not hidden. Okay, okay. Rafi, I believe you. It's called focus. It's called focus. Reinstall VS Code. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I didn't want to do. 100%. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Now, what were we doing, guys? So why is this slow? Why is this slower on unpacked delta time? I have a question, guys. Is delta already taking mouse delta? Is that already taking delta time into account? But then it's still, this is a constant value. Try it. Well, how? Mouse delta depends on how much you move your mouse. Yeah, okay, fine. But then tell me or explain to me how this, you see how fast this is? This is 60 FPS. Now, let me... This is unlocked FPS. Scale the camera movement, not the mouse input, that's why. And this is unlocked FPS, much slower. You're telling me that I should scale the mouse movement, not the mouse input. But, I mean, I do. Don't scale the mouse movement. Scale the camera movement. Camera. But I do it like this. I calculate a front and an up vector using the pitch and yaw. And pitch and yaw is the movement of the camera. Why would you need to divide? I'm not dividing by delta time. Where do I do that? Am I stupid? I don't divide by delta time at all. Right now you have delta times delta, two different frame dependent deltas. So you're telling me that Mauter delta, yeah, see, that's what I was asking. That's a value from J per frame mouse delta. So I was assuming that that was my original question. Is this already including delta time? So if I have a mouse delta of 1 using 60 FPS, just remove. You already remove it half the time. Well, okay, fine. We remove the delta time times sensitivity. It says per frame. Mouse rotation should not be multiplied by delta time. Well, I don't know. Let's see. That's way too much, guys. That is way too much. Okay, so this has nothing to do with delta here. So, don't use delta for mouse. At higher frame rate, the mouse movement capture is smaller. Bro, just lower the sensitivity. Your sensitivity is too high. But it... Oh, I see what you guys mean. So if I do sensitivity 1. I see, I get it now. 10 is too... I get it. 1, and then... Is this exactly the same? That would be cool. This looks exactly the same. Okay, sensitivity 1 is really crazy. Lol. Alright, cool. This, let's put a comment here. This already includes, or let's call it mouse delta. Cool. Hey! Fuck! I clicked the wrong button. Okay, cool. More mouse rotations should not be multiplied by delta time. If I had this issue before and simply had to scale down the mouse rotation. Oh, you're using J2. You should move your hand far less when less time passes. So are you going to hide the bar? No, Rafi, I'm not hiding the bar. It's too much work. So the reason why I'm not hiding the bar is because I want to do this. I like this on a hotkey. And now I have to go here manually, click hide bar. Where's that? Bar position, hidden. Then I have to go press F1 and then focus activity bar. Like, this is really annoying. This is just a hotkey. I hate tedious shit. It's tedious. It's dog shit. That's why. Control B should bring it back up. Now it doesn't bring up... well, I have Control B for this thing. Takes you into J now. Oh, I'm all over J, bro. All over J. All right. Now we have one optimization. Let's make more chunks. How about we make an array of chunks and we position them in the words so that we can fly to the chunks. Once we have those chunks, we need to think about how we can do seeding. You know, so we want to go through all of the chunks, seed the world, and then put the world in there for once and see how that affects performance. So how many chunks do we need to draw, guys? How much? What do you think? All right, we have here chunks, a chunk. So how about we make an array of chunks now? Two-dimensional array. We call it chunks. How about we make a, let's start with 2 by 2 chunks. Chunk arrays. Is that how it works? Does that complain? Yeah, okay, cool. Now in GL renderer, we need to do another for loop. For, chunk. Cakes, the hotkeys to enable Zen mode, you can uncheck in the settings Zen mode hide line numbers. Okay, I mean... I don't know, I don't really need it. I know it's for you guys. Let's test it out, right? If I don't like it, then I'll get rid of it again. Maybe it's a good idea. Good morning, Cakes. Hey, Pikachu, good morning, bro. How's it going? I'm pretty sure it's Alt F4. Of course, Lars, it is Alt F4. So what should we call it? Chunk index x goes from 0 to 2 to 1 for chunk index y goes from 0 to 1 as actually an outer for loop, lol. Yeah, and now we need to get the chunk. Chunk is chunks on x, or chunk index x and chunk index y. Now, the big question is, how do we calculate the position of these? Now that we have the chunk, we can iterate over the chunks here. How do we get the position? And this is where I think I want to create x, y, and z positions. X position is x times 2. And we need an offset. Chunk index x times, since we have 16 by 16 chunks, that would be chunk size in x times 2, isn't it? Plus x times 2. I think this is it. And we have this x, y, and z. Or x, z, and y. Which is a bit odd. But let's do x, y, and z. And then we do chunk index. Oh, what is the z position though? I think the y position. That's a bit annoying. So it should be chunk index z then, not y, because y grows up. Which is kind of sucky, but it is how it is. So chunk index z. The y position is at the very bottom. We take the z times the size in z. And then the z times 2. And why is that complaining here now? We passed the declaration, so we expected a semicolon of it. Hey? What is the issue here? Hey? Nothing. All right. Okay, so X position, Y position, and Z position. It's really weird how this is totally inverted. Maybe I have to like figure out how to do this a little bit better, because over here we have X, Y, and Z positions now. Okay, so this compiles. We should now have 2 blocks in the game. 2 by 2. Ah, no! Why? What the fuck is XX? It's implicit or explicit conversion. Count? Oh, yeah, right. After this loop, I need to set the count to 0 again. Actually, no. The count... Oh, shit, right. Yeah. That's true. Times... I guess we need to have a chunk count. Visible chunk count X is 2 and visible chunk count Z. And then over here the array will be visible chunk count X and Z. Still so damn strange that J is private. No, I can totally understand, because the language isn't done yet, and it would just shine a bad light onto the language, and Jonathan Blow doesn't want that, which I can totally understand. He wants it. It's like making a good game. You want the game to be as good as possible before you release it, if you really care about it. He hopes the language to be something great, right? Notch didn't hesitate to release Minecraft open alpha though. Yeah, but Jonathan Blow is not Notch. Every person is different, okay? That doesn't mean that Notch is right over what Jonathan Blow does. It worked for him, but it doesn't mean that it will work for Jonathan Blow. Jay will release with Tangy defense. Okay, bro. Alright, so chunk count X times visible chunk count Z. He's still looking for more ways to use colons. Okay, guys, look at this thing. Look at this abomination of an array. Goodness. We have chunk size times visible chunk count. These are all of the positions that we need to send. And then, where was it? Where was that again? Here. It's trying to index. We should be good now. God damn. It needs 128 gigabytes of RAM. Well, this is how much you need to have, right? You need to have that much. I don't think there's a better way to do this. It's still complaining. Okay. GL init. Ah, I see it's an assertion hit here. The count has to be less than, well, I suppose the positions. Dot count, huh? That's easier. And also when I create the buffer, this multiplication has to be positions.count. Then we actually have the correct storage buffer for the positions. Otherwise, it creates a small storage buffer that's too small. You won't see 75% of them, assuming a 90-degree field of view. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay. That does look like 2 chunks to me. Now, how can we know it's actually 2 chunks? How can we know? I want to fly into 1 chunk. Oh! Look at that. That's 2 chunks next to each other. And here? Wait a minute. I need to think really quickly. That does look like 4 chunks to me, right? Look at this, guys. We have our first 2 chunks drawn in the game. So I would assume if I fly in here, I would get a hole. And then I fly here, I will get another one. And then I fly here, I get another one. And I fly here, and I get another one. Cool. Now, let's profile this. Render doc. Or, can we draw text? Does J give me the option to draw text? Probably not, right? J by itself doesn't have that, and we don't have raylib. Unfortunately. Okay, so I think this optimization is good enough, but fine. We'll just use render doc. Oh, I see. It's vertically synced still. Let's get rid of this. What I love about J is the compilation time here. Really fast. 1.14 seconds, the entire thing. All right, let's see. How much is it? It's 1700, 1800 FPS. So that looks good enough right now to continue. How many chunks, if let's say we are in the world here like this, right? Let's say we are moving around. How many chunks do we need to draw for it to feel right? I was using Odin, close enough. Odin is very close to whatever that's called, 1024. Okay, that's a bit much. 64 chunks. Minecraft was 12 by 12. Okay, then we'll try 12 by 12 first. We have to slowly increase the count because we might break something. Okay, guys, so how about we try 12 by 12? You did 64 by 64. Okay, I mean, it just starts. That's very interesting. I want to see. That's not 12 by 12. That's 4 by 4. 2 by 2. Wait, did I have a compilation error? Oh! Wait, it couldn't... Wait, huh? Huh? Of course. Of course. we were not using the correct chunk indexes. So what we need to do here, we were just going to 1. We need to have visible chunk count x minus 1 and visible chunk, visible chunk count z minus 1. Now we are actually drawing enough, hopefully. Okay. It still doesn't look like it's lagging, which is incredible to me. Oh wow. Look at this world. How long is this world now? Wait, are you sure? This is our world. Holy shit, look at this. It's 640 by 640. Look at that. Original Minecraft had... Well, let's try to do 32 by 32. Let's test the performance of 16 by 16. This is... Oh god. Okay, we are pushing... We need frustum culling, I think. Next optimization would be frustum culling, as we are processing too much. If I double this now, we'll get to like 100 FPS. Frustum? I think the next optimization could be frustum, right? After this. Let's try to do 32 by 32. Oh wait, that's 12. Alright, let's try 24. Did he enable backface culling yet? I didn't enable backface culling. Would that be a big optimization too? We'll try that next. Oh wow. I think it's laggy. Is it? I think it might be laggy, actually. Yeah, it has like a couple of hiccups here and there. GL enable calface. Yeah, I know. Alright, that's double the amount of chunks. How much is that? Hello, Jumpy. How's it going, bro? Add a key to fly faster. It's 100 FPS. We're pushing it. Goodness. Okay, well, wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, we can use shift, I guess, to fly a little bit faster. Where is that? Really? Ten times fly speed or 5 times, maybe 5 times is better. So you're benchmarking custom Minecraft performance. Yeah, right now we have written a Minecraft clone in J, or it's not really a Minecraft clone. We could call it like a... We could call it a... a chunk clone or something. It's a chunk clone right now. Damn, I mean, that's a long word. We have a bunch of chunks. That's what it looks like right now. It's huge. And we don't have any optimizations at all. Absolutely nothing. Well, one optimization is it doesn't draw cubes that are completely... what is it called? It doesn't draw cubes that are completely inside and cannot be seen from the outside. So, for example, if I go here to the side, inside of this, if I aim correctly, right here, if I aim into this, you could see that it's all empty here. So what we need, by the way, to get rid of this effect would be not depth of field. Guys, what is it called? It's not level of detail. Why do I not know this effect? I've implemented that before. We would need mip maps, exactly. Yeah, we would need mip maps, filtering for that, right? To also get rid of this weird effect. I highly recommend this video. The author optimized their voxel. Yeah, winter coding. I remember that. We watched that video already. The 12,000 FPS voxel engine thing. Yeah. But what we are doing now is, okay, the next optimization of this. What could that be, right? I think I saw something earlier. Cull face. Now, we are not calculating the cull faces correctly because the indices don't match up correctly. However, we can enable this just to see how much potential performance we could gain if we enable this. So right now, our benchmark is 100 FPS. That's where we are. Let's see. Like, because yeah, you see some of the cubes are broken. You see how you can see through them. I have to fix the ordering of the indices. Not sure how to do that yet. But let's see how much performance we gain by doing that. We go from 100 and stay at 100. Actually, nothing. We gain absolutely nothing, guys. Guys, we're gaining absolutely nothing. I wasn't expecting this, actually. I thought we would gain like, I don't know. Lol. Yeah, maybe we gained 10. 10%, of course not. So I don't want to deal with this right now, so we'll do that later, the culling. There's no need to do culling if it doesn't do anything at the moment. All right. Now destroy some blocks. No, now we should do more optimizations and think about how we can seed the game. In order to do that, I would like to know if Jay gives us a way to seed. I don't know that. You know, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Let's see. Let's take a look at Jay here. Smeechmud, thank you very much for following. Do we have a seed function? Seed pointer, seed data. Okay, Meo begin. Modular J, what is that? Seed. Seed node Casey. Seed the high 8 hash registers. Absorb blocks. You wanna do RNG? Just an RNG parameter? You don't want the word to generate around 0.0 instead of 0.0. I will do the offset later. It's always easier to do the offset later. Right now, it's going to be around top left. That's okay. Probably just an RNG in it. Yeah, but how do we seed like the world into... I've done this in Terraria, right? Where we had this seed function that I copied from the internet, and then some chunks or biomes, as we called them, were generated based on the seed value. Perler noise. Exactly. Do you see this Minecraft text explaining how they generate words? Did you see this? No, but might as well. Okay.
Minecraft is, in a sense, an Earth simulator with animals, oceans, mountains, trees, weather, day-night cycle, etc. Of course, there are some differences. On real Earth, you won't find floating trees and armless, cactus-like suicide bombers sneaking up on you. But overall, how this terrain is actually generated?
Okay.
Well, I hope so, because that's what I intend to talk about for a while.
Okay. Explain.
In the Caves and Cliffs update, we radically changed world generation. The initial goal was to just add big mountains and improve the cave systems. But we ended up changing almost...
I think we could start with a height map. Why not? Every single block has a Perler noise height map value. Let's tackle this problem slowly. So we need to generate a Perler noise value that is linear. You mean every 2D block? Yeah, of course. I mean, you have a height value inside, like we have a 2D plane, height map. And then every single block along that plane has a height value. And so that height value, if it's a Perlin noise, will create mountains. You know? And it's not a 4-hour reaction, but there's no point in watching the entire video if we already have something we can do. You know? So we just need a noise value that turns into a 2D noise texture. How do we create 2D noise? It's got to be some sort of J function or a C++ function to create 2D noise. That's what we need. I can keep watching this. Create static and blur it. Perlin is the go-to. Yeah, but I want this to be different every time we start. You know? So we need to have a 2D Perlin noise texture that is in the same resolution as our chunk grid that we generate on startup. And then later on we can like create a function to call this generation process and generate the world again. So there's got to be a way to get Perlin noise in 2 dimensions. Right? Let's see. Siege. We have 200 results. That's a lot. You don't need a texture. You don't need to call it up front. The whole world is huge and generated when you first get there. Yeah, I know. You can get it in 4 dimensions. Yeah, Reticide, how do you do that? Don't you use Perlin noise? Like how, like, have you ever encountered a C++ or whatever function where you can get, we can generate Perlin noise through code? Or however you want to, like, that's the main task right now. We need to figure out how to generate Perlin noise through code. Yeah, I use a function that generates infinite Perlin noise. Yeah. Is it in 1 dimension or in 2 dimensions? What if you want to have a 2D plane? A height map. You need to have Perlin noise in 2 dimensions. Right? 4D even. Okay. See, all you need to need is height, noise, block XY. J probably has something like that. You mean a noise function? I don't think so, man. Noise. Noise level, basic, noise reduction. Infernal noise with spattering noise. Trying to reduce the noise. Mojo shader, Linux noise, Android noise. I don't think they have a noise function. Random noise. Shit. Damn it. Global's random generator get. Nah, like it has to be Perlin noise. Maybe Perlin has some? No, we don't have anything according to Perlin here. You use a function, yeah, but PCM looks like audio. Maybe loaded texture for now. Yeah, I could learn, search for simplex. What does simplex mean? Data interval? Generated macros? There's got to be a 2D noise. Simplex is basically Perlin. Let's see, simplex noise is a newer, better version of Perlin noise. I need to, guys, I think I don't know if I can do this in J, guys. I have to say. 2D. Quick and simple implementation of a Perlin noise algorithm in 1D, 2D, and 3D. C++, no external dependencies. This code may easily be used by simply including the header into projects. There we go. See, this is what I was hoping for. This is what I was hoping for, bro. Const expression auto Perlin. Oh god, namespace DB. Why templates, bro? Why templates? No. Namespace DB. Okay, well, hopefully. Okay, so basically templates is for the different types of Perl noise we want, right? Ripping it from GitHub? Yeah, of course. Like, how am I supposed to do Perl noise myself? Absolutely not. Okay, so here's a lerp function. I don't think we need to implement lerp. We have floor, we have fade, then dot gradient, and then there's got to be the Perlin X and Y, and it returns us... Ah, cool. So we have X and Y Perlin function. That's what we need. And even a 3D Perlin function. Yeah, I think we're gonna yoink this, because we need 3D and 2D Perlin functions. Step 1, rip from GitHub. Step 2, make YouTube video and take credit. 5 yeah, true. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, bro. 100%. Like, I'm not the only YouTuber that rips off. Like, I wanna see you write this code yourself. Hey, collector of stuff, what is H000? Tell me, what is this? What is this, bro? Tell me. Or XF0. Ah, you don't know? That's unfortunate, bro. Matrix? Why did this start here? Template auto. I don't know if we need this below, but I'm just gonna yoink this entire code here and try to convert that to J. Without the namespace stuff. That is H001-1, how I created Minecraft world with Perl and noise from scratch. Title next Cakez video. True. That's how it's gonna be, bro. Alright guys, we're gonna create a new file because that's obviously 5head. We call it perlinnoise.j. perlinnoise.j. There we go. And we paste all of this in here. And I don't think I will actually get this done today. Look how much that is. I don't see it working the first time, but okay. So what do we want in terms of Perlin noise? Do we want to have... I suppose we want to have Perlin taking in a float and returning a float. Right? 1D, 2D, and we call it Perlin 1D. 2D. And 3. I feel like that's too far to the right. Let's open up our nice Minecraft thing here. So what we have so far. There we go. You guys can see something cool while I'm programming here. Perlin 3D. Cool. And then that takes X, Y, and Z. X, comma, Y, float. And that is X, Y, and Z. We want Perlinging. Just use TDV static this point Cakez. Maybe this is a better ref. STB Perlin. No, this implementation is good. Really? I like it. I don't see anything wrong with this, other than the curly braces being on the same line. You know? So, how do we do a colon, and then we say, well, this is a 512 array of signed 8s, right? Unsigned, so U8s. And it's called static const expression. Did I delete the name? P. It's called P. Okay. I got that wrong. So key P like that. That is an U8. It's definitely less typing. Permutation table. Are you using Vim emulation in VS Code? Yes, I am. Okay, that should work. Oh wow, guys, we have the Minecraft song here. Awesome. Very nice. How do we load in the file? Like that. Berlin noise.j. Rigged. What do all of those expected semicolon? What do all of those numbers mean, Professor Cakez? I have no clue, bro. Absolutely no clue. Don't ask me. They are very important, okay? Can't you see? It's a permutation table. Yeah, that's definitely true. We have a permutation table right now in front of us, okay? And this permutation table, if you take a closer look, after reaching the halfway point, it is split in half. Okay, so there is space here, indicating that we have reached 256 values. Okay? Remember that for later. Okay? Now, I wonder if we have lerp by itself. Looks like we do. So we don't need lerp, and I don't think we need floor. We don't. And do we need fade? It looks like we need fade. So we have to implement this. Okay. Wonder what fade means. Very interesting. And then dot gradient. It does dot product. What's the difference between load and import? The difference between load and import is that load takes a look at, I think, the current folder in which the main file is. So it takes a look at its surroundings, while import imports a module. And a module is something that comes with the language of the J. And so it has a predefined path where to look at. Load dumps the file into this file. Yeah, that too. And import does something else. Okay, does import not dump the same file too? Import keeps the globals and module scope. Aha! Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So we have our dot gradient here that returns a float. Takes a hash, which is an int. So like a sign 32. And then float, I guess, right? XF. Return. Okay. Next one would be dot gradient, but with something else. Has a hash again. Then an XF, which is float in this case, and an YF. I see, so that is 2 and 3 dimensional, right? And then this returns as well, of course, a float, because we are currently not programming generically. We don't have switch, we have if. And then case hopefully works this way. Default doesn't exist in J, right? So I guess it returns 0 then. Down here. If else. Not sure how that would work, but okay. Okay, so next one is going to be even crazier. Get ready, guys. That's gonna be a crazy function here. So this is an if again. Then over here we have else. I like this, by the way. This is a cool idea with if else. Making it much more simple to understand basic things. Return 0. Nice. Let's return float here. Dot gradient for 3D. That again has a hash. Sign 32. And over here we have a float. Hey. Over here we have another float. Hey! And then over here we have another float. Cool. Perlin. There we go. Okay, we're starting on the first Perlin now, guys. We're getting very close towards the end. Can you guys even see? It's a bit big. Maybe that's better. That's fine. So... You deleted an X? Did I delete an X in the arguments? Oh, thank you. XF. Oh my god, thank you so much, bro. God, thank god, bro. Alright, so, floor X, that would be an int. Const. So essentially... S32. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying. Yeah. T? So this is float. This is float. Guys, I need to quickly take a look at the phone my wife called. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Today the bot doesn't work. Give me a second. Okay, it's all good. It's all fine. What is this supposed to be? Float? Can we? How do we do this? Is this working, or do I have to namespace db? It complains about this namespace here somewhere. Wonder if that's at the top here. Oh yeah. How about we get rid of this? Are these just the... Right. U38. The second half is the mirror of the first half. Expected an expression after equals. Eh? Oh yeah, in J you have to do dot and then the brace, or the brackets, right? These are not braces but brackets. That's what you have to do in J. And then dot gradient complaints. Yeah, because we forgot a double dot here and we forgot a double dot here. Yeah, and then in 69 we have relative to the smallest bound. What? Can I not do a ternary? If X then else? I guess we'll do an if here. Fine. Fine, we'll do it like this. If not, what he did is a dumb way, okay. Wow, he did it the dumb way, okay. Shut the fuck up, bitch. If X is the ternary syntax in J. Oh, I see. So might as well learn the J syntax here. So what you're saying is, essentially, I have to do if X to have a ternary expression. And then we don't have a question mark. It just does this. No. So they are still wrong. Then why? Okay. Gesundheit, danke. Dankeschön, real super cool. Bless you, thank you, Japan. Thank you, guys. And waifu, dev, good morning. Welcome. Thank you very much for following. A little bit of Python for you, also bless. I don't know if I like this syntax. Why would I have to type that much for that? What is the reasoning for this? Is that your wife following? The syntax is ass. Yeah, that's what I think. What the fuck if X? Why not F? No, why not just... why not just the C way or C++ way? Question mark? Like everyone knows that already. It's really common. Now it's complaining here. Why? Case. Okay, how did we do that again? If case dot, okay, if equals equals. So what we have to do here is this, right? I like your videos. I think you have a bright future. I'm a man, waifu dev. Thank you so much. That's a cool, like, animation name on Twitch. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Hey, guys, that makes no sense. Case. Like that? No colon? Do I have to like brace this? Okay. Ah, semicolon. Instead of colon, it's semicolon. I mean, I can get behind that, I guess. It's double semicolon. It's a bit odd, but okay. And then it doesn't allow me to do else. See, guys, it's not else. It is nothing, I guess. What is the default statement? Else without if. Case? I mean... Okay. To be honest, it feels like okay. Like it feels so inconsistent in a way. Or is it? Is it though? Am I tripping balls? Just use the search button here. Am I tripping balls, guys? Okay, thank you, bro. I have it open right now. Pretty much everything here. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'll keep that open for later. J community. Anyways, okay. I mean, it's fine. We have to do an equals here. Learn something new. I would love to like figure out how do I say that? Intuitive reason for that. I'm always looking for something making intuitive sense so that you can figure this stuff out. Maybe it is easier to refactor stuff. Not sure. I have no, I don't know. But it's fine. Yeah, case. Semicolon, return 0. There we go. Get rid of this. Nice. Cool. And then, yeah, we were working on this, and then it will most likely complain about the int const. There we go. So that would be an xi, which is a sin32, which is supposed to be this. Wonder if that complains at all. It doesn't. And then we have a u, which I guess is just colon equals. Using the fade function, that works. And then the int consts, these are both sin32s, which uses p. And cool, it returns a lerp. So we have fixed that function here. We already have 1D Perler noise, it looks like. The next one would be 2D Perler noise. There we go. Does J have community versus mutability like in Rust? Kinda looks like a label definition in ASM. My opinion is that it looks a little bit odd, but yeah. Alright, guys. Source. Source. I have work in 8 minutes. I'm gonna get a call, so I have to end here. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you guys all for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will continue tomorrow. And I'm still thinking about playing Animal well. Not sure how I will do that, if I can do it before Elden Ring. I can't afford it, but yeah. Would be cool, because then we can ask the Animal well person maybe to do an interview about how he made the game in C++. And it's going to be more like, if that ever happens, right? That would be cool. But yeah, don't want to talk about it too much because it will most likely never happen. I cannot see how he would like react to us. I think we are a bit too small for that. But you never know. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Gonna send you over to Jackie Coates. And yeah, we're gonna continue tomorrow. We did get some good progress done today. You know, have our chunks here. Work, yeah, work. Exactly. I'm gonna fix the Perlin noise off stream if I get a chance, you know. Fix the compilation errors, and then tomorrow we're going to make a height map. Anyways, raid's over. Peace. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.